Are we live on Facebook, on YouTube?
Nope. No, we are. Just a second.
You got it now?
Let me fix that so you can see me.
There it is.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Smoker Show, Season 2, Episode 9, with my
Are
good
we on
friend,
episode 9?
good friend, 𝗃𝗃 𝗦𝗪𝗧.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And you know what? So far, everything, even though there was all kinds of chaos before we started the show tonight.
Thanks to you, mostly.
Oh, yeah, totally from me. Totally from me. But the issue is definitely on your side.
No, it's not on my side at all. I got everything. I got Facebook going. I got YouTube going. Everything is working well.
You do a fantastic job. You got all the transitions, everything. I know it's hard for me to drink with my coffee with the cuff on my arm.
Yeah, I can tell that you have a blood pressure cuff on today, and that's good because I know that you're going to get pretty upset. But before you do all that, I just have to say, if you are a smoker looking to transition to vapor, a new vapor, you'll realize one thing in your vaping journey of, like in my vaping journey of 10 years. You have good vape days and you have bad vape days. And that's just something that you have to learn how to deal with. A bad vape day does not mean that you go back to cigarettes or smoke for that day, okay? Today, I'm having an amazing vape day. I have 4 devices set up and every one of them is hitting. Everything is, I got everything cleaned out, new coils, fresh builds. Everything is hitting so good. I'm having an amazing.
Are you ripping all your devices?
I am ripping.
You're ripping them.
I am ripping. Away. I am ripping my vape so good.
Hold on a second.
But it's exactly how it tastes. Exactly.
That's like just like that.
And this is more educational for you guys, so you understand. Is that there are days though that no matter what I do, I try different builds, I change coils, I change liquids, and you just have bad vape days happen.
They do.
Bad vape days happen. Okay, the Facebook stream ended again. I don't know if it's because temporarily or whatever. I'll try to do something else. Hold on. Keep going.
Now we gotta reshare everything, right?
No, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. You just keep just talk about a bad vape day and a good vape day, because I think it's very, very important for new vapors to understand that will happen.
We could probably do an entire show on a bad vape day versus a good vape day. And you know what's interesting is that I think no matter how long you've been vaping and how good you are at vaping and how knowledgeable you are at vaping, we all have bad vape days. I have bad vape days. And a bad vape day could be as simple as you grabbing a device, walking out the door, and getting down the block, and you realize that your battery's dead. Or you got a little bit of a leaking issue, or you got a little bit of a dry coil issue. These are just things that happen. And there are things that could happen to anybody, but for like numerous reasons. And the reason could be as simple as it was 5 degrees warmer or colder yesterday. It could be as simple as you have a rainstorm coming and the air pressure is different, right? Believe me, all of that stuff affects your vape. Maybe not so much with some of the sub-ohming, because you're dealing with a lot of liquid there. But when it comes to like the fine balance and getting just the right amount of liquid to like a mouth to lung coil, things might affect you more. If you're into temperature control at all, and which by the way I'm going to talk about tonight, that could definitely affect things too. Are we back now? Is everything good?
Don't worry, keep going. I think it has to do something with Zoom on Facebook. Don't worry about it. I
think Zoom is our problem. We should try.
If I get it, don't start with me now. Just don't. Everything is going fine. Facebook is fine. People are watching.
We should try Skynet.
People are watching on YouTube. If they want to come and interact, they can come on YouTube. If somebody's interested to see my face and your face, they know where to find us. So don't worry about that. But absolutely, I don't want people to give up just so you have a bad vape day. That was my whole point. Here's another little good point that I saw from a guy. I mean, I see some people saying they're having bad vape days as well too, and it happens. Got a new mod. Most likely didn't know how to work it because it was a new mod. Didn't lock it in his pocket. Got really hot, and now my tank is leaking. That's an example of having a bad vape day. There you go.
And by the way, so that's actually a really kind of cool thing to talk about, because what you probably did is you prematurely aged your coil, right?
I like when you say prematurely. It matches you so well.
Prematurely, yeah. and that could certainly cause the leaking. This is one of the reasons why we say, hold on, I'm checking things out. This is going to go up.
You shouldn't be talking if you're
I probably shouldn't be.
I'm no doctor. I don't know. Play
relaxed and everything, but like I'm talking. And so it's one of the reasons why we always recommend, you change your coil once a week. Don't be cheap. Be safe. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have checked it just then. That's not good. Don't be cheap. You don't try to save money. Change your coil at least on a weekly basis. Believe me, coils are cheap. I know we tend to forget how cheap they are. We tend to forget that you can actually change your coil once a day, and it's still cheaper than buying that pack of cigarettes every day, right? So don't be cheap and change your coil. But yeah, that's happened to me too. That's totally happened to me where I'll fire a device in my pocket, right, and that coil, it just gets too hot, and then it just never works the same, right? And you got to wind up changing it.
There's so many things that can go wrong, right? Hold
on. New Wave Dave 169 is trying to get me to produce a legal vape pod system infomercial. That'd be kind of funny. I don't know how. I tell you what, if Juul was the legal vape 4000 pod system, we wouldn't be having a problem right now with children juuling. That's for sure. That is absolutely, I guarantee it for sure. Okay.
I got the Facebook stream back up, just so you'll know.
What's the matter?
I got the Facebook stream back on.
Should I share it? Should I attempt it?
Yeah, you should share it. Let me delete the old one. I'm going to share this one into the group.
Okay.
And I think we're good to go.
All right, so let me go ahead and try to share this. Share now public.
Third time might be a charm.
It won't be.
Okay. Bill, if you can, just share it in the platform group, because I can't do it right now. I've got too many windows open up. But it could be anything. It could be your cotton goes bad. You should always have, in my opinion, what I find to do when I have a bad day is I'll take a small pod system, put some high nicotine liquid inside, and just don't worry about anything else. Just leave everything back. Just have something so I can get my nicotine. So the moral of the story is have always backup for your backups. And if you do have a bad vape day, don't worry about it. Tomorrow will be better. And then you have days like I have, like today, which I'm having an amazing vape. Like everything is tasting so good. Imagine that, an adult that is enjoying various flavors.
What kind of flavors are you enjoying? Like all tobacco flavors?
No, nothing tobacco. I'm enjoying.
I love that.
Listen, does this remind you of anything?
So what you're saying is your taste buds have survived your adolescence. Oh yeah, that's our little Italian girl over there.
Yeah, Chiara. So this was a short feel. So I fixed it into 6 milligram, and I got a sub-ohmit. So I fixed it up and I put it into the Zenith Pro with the 1 ohm RDL tank, and I'm vaping it at 26.5 watts, and it's lemony, it's lemon, lime, pineapple, mango, menthol.
Is there anything that's
colada.
not?
I mean, it's just like it's like a trippy, acidy mentally vape, and it's really, really good.
Well, you know what? I think it's really cool that you're talking about Kiara's liquid because I have been using some liquids here too. Larry was kind enough to basically. I took all of these short fills and I said, "Here." And Larry mixed all my Dago. I loved it. I love it. I'm sure I'm gonna offend some more people tonight.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm
please.
just getting started offending people tonight.
I'm on a roll this week myself.
But Dago e-liquids. And you know what was funny is we went to the shop in Italy, right? And I looked at the wall of e-liquid, and right away I saw Dago e-liquid, and I'm thinking to myself, like, was I offended? No, I thought it was funny as hell, right? And I'm like, I have to bring Dago e-liquids back to the United States with me. I gotta have. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm Italian by all of the good information that I provided you in the Italian.
I learned so much.
Travel vlog, right?
I learned so much. If you haven't seen the travel vlog from Rome, please go watch it. It's amazing history and information from 𝗃𝗄𝗪. So
yes, John. Yes, Dago is a racist term. Okay,
yes,
you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
I find it funny that they use that because in Italy, do you know what Dago means, Dimitri? Do you know what Dago means in Italy?
I'm going to wait for your vast knowledge and expertise on the subject.
It means absolutely nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just it's a slang term for Italians here in America.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
So they found that out, and that's what they call their liquid. I think it's funny. I think it's
so.
Funny.
By the way, how long did it take Larry to mix those liquids? Like 3 weeks. I know he's very old. I was measuring.
Let me tell you something. Larry's top notch with making liquids. Don't make fun of Larry, please.
Anyway, so I didn't finish what I was telling you. So I'm vaping that and that. And then I'm vaping Jennifer's. This is a post May 2020 approved FDA liquid. Which is mango peach freeze, obviously methylated mango and peach, which is very good. Then in my Aries, I have my SubLemming, my all day vape, right? Which is like Vicks Vapor Rub as you've described it. And then in the Ajax, I have Yogi's green apple with that WS23, whatever. It's probably going to give me, I don't know, brain cancer.
You love that. You love that stuff.
But it's really, really good.
The green apple is fantastic in that if my throat didn't instantly close by the amount of menthol that is in that liquid. But the green apple is lovely.
Yeah, it's
lovely,
crazy. It's crazy.
Lovely.
But anyway, we're not here about us. We're here about the 𝗃𝗪𝗄 Show. But listen, we appreciate you hanging out. This is holiday season. We want to have a little bit of fun as well, too. But we can't forget about our wonderful sponsors. And Mr. Phil, if you are kind enough.
Yeah, let's take care of our wonderful sponsors because we've got some good news for you. Because last week, you guys were asking for a coupon code, and I promised you a new coupon code, and we have a new coupon code for you guys. So, of course, thank you to Inikin for allowing us to work with you and producing the platform products. Our friends over there at Inikin, one of the sponsors of the Smoker Show. Our friends over there at Joytech. By the way, the stocking competition. I know I haven't updated Taste Your Juice yet, but I will tomorrow. Promise there will be a stocking up there. You'll see everything that is in the stocking for the Great Stocking Giveaway of 2019. And tonight, a bunch of Joytech product goes in there. So thank you to Joytech for being one of our sponsors. Our friends over there at Juno, we got to get a coupon code for Juno. Dimitri, can you make that happen?
I will make that happen.
Make that happen. 5 Pawns. That's what you guys were asking for last week. You were asking for a coupon code for 5 Pawns, and I have it for you. It is SmokeFree15. If you use that coupon code over there at the 5 Pawns website, you will get 15% off of your order. There you go, my friends. You asked, we delivered. And of course, our friends at Lunar Rover, they still have that great coupon code going over on Lunar Rover. If you use the coupon code Smoker Show, oh, look at you with your fancy graphics.
You like
tonight.
that? You like that, Daddy?
Yeah, very, very good. 15% off of your order if you shop over there at Lunar Rover. So 2 really nice coupon codes for you. And we are trying to get hooked up with an online retailer. Okay. If you guys know of an online retailer that might be interested in supporting this show, let us know. We'll reach out to them. because we had MVS, My Vapor Store, as a sponsor. We're trying to get another online retailer for you so we can get you some hardware coupon codes too. Okay.
All right. And the
very much.
telephone lines, of course, are open. 215-383-5752. Write that down because we're going to be giving away a lot of stuff today. 215-383-5752. Press 1 when you hear the British lady speaking. Just a couple of things to start up the show. Josh Hyder, thanks for the super chat. When is the Aris Direct Lung Tank coming out? We are not going to be making
that will most likely not be happening.
MTL Aris 2 will be out sometime by the end of this month.
We've said no before. Anything that could. Hey, why not? Every mouth to lung or every direct lung reviewer is making a mouth to lung tank now. So why should we not make a direct lung tank? It only makes sense.
We should set a trend too. I want to address one more little question here. It's probably going to get you upset before your rant, but this is from Mama Giraffe. Mama Giraffe says, I have a question. I started vaping in 2012. I was just fine with my Vash Cardo tank. I felt pressure to go sub-ohm in summer of 2015. Breathing issues since. Do you think going to MTO might help? So I'm going to let Phil take this on, but I will tell you what. I don't know what pressured you to go sub-ohm. Yeah. I mean, we felt the pressure as well, too, and maybe that's why we're unknown in the United States today, because we didn't follow that sub-ohm route, but we're still, vaping happily, and we're not breathing difficulties. So aside from that,
she's having breathing difficulties, yes. and because she's sub-ohming now?
She says she doesn't know. She says if I go to MTO, will that help?
I would definitely say try it. Yeah, I would try it, and here's why I'm going to say try it, okay? Because the volume of vapor that you're going to be taking into your lungs, direct lung or mouth to lunging versus direct lunging is going to be much, much less. Why am I dinging? I need to turn off my dinger.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
no, I know. I'll figure out where it's coming from, but that's definitely coming from me. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Okay, because I've heard this from other people too. That the volume of vapor that they get from direct lunging, from sub-ohming, did cause them some distress. Okay, and I know from some people that went back to mouth to lung, they get some of them actually find it a more satisfying vape after vaping direct lung for so long, because it instantly reminds them of their cigarette again, right? And kind of like why they started vaping in the first place. But it's the volume. It's the volume of vapor, the volume of the PG, the volume of the VG, the volume of the flavorings that you're taking into your lungs, right? Could be causing you some issues, could be causing you some distress, right?
Especially if you're a heavy smoker and you smoked for a lot of years, which means that your lungs already have deteriorated a little bit. So it's not that sub-ohming is bad and MTL is good. That's not what the case is.
We're not saying that. Don't take it the wrong way.
Absolutely not. It's just that the volume of vapor between a mouth-to-lung pool, and we've actually done scientific work with Dr. F on this. The volume of vapor between when you take a mouth-to-lung pool versus a sub-ohm pool is approximately 275% more, right? On an average 4-second puff. So it's just the sheer amount of volume that's going into your lungs that might be causing you those breathing problems. It has nothing to do with the product itself. But like Phil said, try it. Try it for a week and see how you feel. And then you can determine maybe if it's not that, it's something that's causing an allergy or a problem to you.
Yep. But I think the thing that makes me more upset about that comment is like what Dimitri started with. Like, why did you feel pressured?
Yeah.
To change? Why did you feel pressure to move away from something that you were doing, you were comfortable with, maybe you were successful with? Guys, look, don't follow trends. If you find something that is working for you in vaping and you are not smoking and you are satisfied and you are happy, why change? Okay, whether that be mouth to lung or direct lung or restricted direct lung or whatever it is that you're using, whatever it is that you're doing that's helping you. Why am I so blocky tonight? I have bad internet tonight. That's what I have. Don't change. Don't change. Stick with what works for you and ignore the noise. Ignore the pressure. Don't ever feel like I got to keep up with, the current stuff. I got to keep up with the Joneses. I got to have the new shiny stuff too. No, the new shiny stuff is your lungs as they clear out of the smoke and the tar and the garbage that you've been putting into them when you smoke for years and years and years. That's the new shiny stuff that you need to be most concerned with. Not about having the latest gear, not about following the trends. I'm going to try to shut some stuff off here.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, it's not just the hype and the trend. It's if you find something that works for you, unless you have 𝗧𝗵𝗲, meaning that you want to have the latest and the greatest every time something comes out, and if you can afford it, that's great. But I tell people all the time, if you're happy with what you have, if you're using an 𝗃𝗽𝗲, or if you're using a 𝘃𝗽𝗲𝗏 Pro Tank, or if you're using an Aspire Nautilus, there's no reason for you to veer away from that simply because you see a post or a picture or online shows that this is the latest and the greatest. I think that the satisfaction that you get from vaping is when you find your happy place. When you find your happy place and you know exactly what's keeping you off cigarettes, that's all you really need. Now, if you want to dive deep and you want to go in and splurge and go out and buy the latest and the greatest, sure, nobody's stopping you from doing that, obviously. But it's definitely not. It shouldn't be a 𝗧𝗵𝗲 issue when it comes to vaping.
You never do that, do you?
I haven't done it in a long time, but I like you in shiny stuff.
You missed what I was talking about.
Oh, what?
Diving deep.
Oh yeah, I never do that.
Never do that.
Never do that.
Listen, I want to have a good show. We have a lot of stuff to give away, and I want to do some giveaways. I want to spread a little holiday cheer. We got a lot of clips and stuff to get to, but I gotta get this off my chest. Okay, so here comes some cursing.
One second. I gotta address a question.
All right,
I gotta address a question. It's a serious question. We have to get these out of the way. What 𝗃𝗽𝗃 device have you been handing out for Make the Switch? Have a friend wanting to quit smoking but didn't like the mod I was using. So, if you want from a pen style, we recommend the 𝗃𝗃 Endura T18. All of those pen styles, they're working fantastic. Even the new, gem pen, all those, if you want a pen style. As far as tanks are concerned, obviously the Zenith, it's in Europe, it's the most popular mouth-to-lung tank. So,
who asked that question?
Arizona Advocate.
Arizona Advocate. So Arizona Advocate has a friend?
Yes.
And they need something?
Yes.
All right. Bill Tarling, get information from Arizona Advocate. We're going to get them an 𝗃𝗃 T18. I'm going to send I got a pile of them here.
You need a chroma too.
A chroma?
A chroma.
I'm going to send them a DV. Okay, this is actually a pretty good mouth-to-lung device, yes. Right? And powerful too. We'll send them some liquids. We'll take care of you. Okay.
There you go, Arizona Advocate.
There you go. All right, and I'm assuming by the name it's in the United States.
That's why you pulled the first one. He's such a. I swear. I'm gonna get stuck with shipping stuff to Zimbabwe, and you're sending stuff to Arizona. That's not fair.
So smart. So smart.
Sonia is waiting for the Ares 2, still using the Ares. Yeah, a lot of people are using the Ares, Sonia, but the Ares 2, we just made some improvements, and we hope you enjoy them as much as you enjoyed the first tank. All right, I have a bunch of videos queued up, and I don't know, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
I got to get this off my chest, because let me tell you something. This doesn't have a whole lot to do with the Smoker Show, but it does a little bit. Right? But had I not had anything to do today, I would have gone live with this, because this really bugs me, because it's not only a problem with just fucking. I told you there's going to be cursing. It's not only a problem with just really fucking stupid people, but it's a problem with this country. It's a problem with the entire country. What's going on right now in this country? Okay, so. I zoomed this in, and you should be able to read it. But I want to go back to Dimitri, me and you, Dimitri, come back on, because I want to ask you just a couple simple questions, okay? When we were driving, and we put the drive video up there, okay?
Okay, but you have to preface this so people understand what we're talking about.
I am. Okay, so we just put up a brand new video. It's going to be something new that we're doing. It's called the Bromance Ride Along. Okay, the Bromance Ride Along. So what we're doing, because there's a lot of times where we're just driving to an event, we're driving anywhere, right? Where we just say some funny stuff, or we're talking about some funny stuff,
or serious stuff.
There's some funny banter, or there's some serious stuff. We're talking about vape stuff. We're talking about not vape stuff. So we're basically recording everything and taking you along on the ride.
Yes,
it's a ride along. Okay, yes. So we put our very first video up for the ride along. This is episode 1. Okay, and the title of this was "Going to the Trump Route." So, Dimitri, Did we not go to the Trump rally?
Yes. Well, we went to the Trump.
Let me finish.
Yes. I just want everybody to.
I know, but okay. So did we not go to the Trump rally?
Yes.
Why did we go to the Trump rally?
We went as vapers to participate in to show to President Trump that we vape and we vote, and we wanted to thank him for having us at the table last week at the White House, and for him to understand that we're still here. We're not going away. This is a very serious matter. We weren't there to protest Trump, and we weren't there to cause ruckus. We just wanted him to see a bunch of vapors at his rally and that we vape and we vote.
Were we there as representing Democrats or representing Republicans or supporting anybody? Were we there not just to support and fight for vaping? Is that why we were there?
That's the only reason we were there. We didn't have any political affiliation. Absolutely.
Did we not talk about that in the ride along video?
Yes.
We were talking about like why we were going, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. So with that being said,
yeah,
this is one of the comments that I got on Facebook today. And here we go.
Nope.
Oh, that's the wrong button. This is the right button. Hopefully that's clear enough for you to see.
You can read it out.
It says, Trump rally, ? Phil, you had me fooled. I thought you were a very intelligent fellow. If you truly support Trump, I can't be a fan. That's what the guy says. I can't be a fan. First of all, dumbass, watch the fucking video before you make a stupid comment like that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, all right, you know what I tell all of you guys? Since day one, since the first Vape Me I ever walked in, if anybody ever comes up to me to this day and says, Phil, big fan, what do? I pull you in and I give you a hug and I say, I don't want you as a fan. I don't like the word. I hate the word fan. I said, you want? Let's be friends. I want to be your friend. I've gone with you on this journey from you not smoking anymore to you vaping now. All right. And I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend because of that. Not a fan. I don't want fans. I don't give a fuck about fans. Right. I give a fuck about my friends. And you know what my friends are? Let me tell you what my friends are. My friends are black. My friends are white. My friends are gay. My friends are straight. My friends are left. My friends are right. My friends are Republican. And my friends are Democrat. I don't give a fuck if you're fucking farm animals. Okay? I don't care. I treat everybody exactly the same. And if you piece of shit, Tim Smith, if you're going to look at everything that I've done in this industry for over 10 years, the people that I've helped, the videos that I've done, the emails that I've answered, the people that I've gotten off of cigarettes, if you're just going to turn that off because you think of why I was there, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Okay? But that's the problem. And I said, this is one part vaping. This is one part the problem in America. The party system, it does not work anymore. All it does is pit American against American. Okay? What if I liked orange and you didn't like orange? Is that a reason for you not to follow me anymore? Because of my who I like politically? That is so childish and so immature of you. That because I went to support Trump, which that wasn't why I was there, that you can't be a fan. So you know what, Tim Smith? Fuck you. I banned you. As soon as I read that, I banned you. Okay, this is ridiculous what's going on in this country. Because you take the good of something that somebody does their entire life, and because of you don't agree with who he supports politically, I can't be your friend. I can't follow you. I can't listen to you. It's bullshit, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop. We're Americans. Okay, you know what? Dimitri doesn't like Trump.
I didn't vote for Trump. I'm not ashamed to say it. I didn't vote for Trump in the previous election.
Okay.
But but what difference it makes?
This is the point. This is
That's
not the point. Listen, let me talk. Let me talk for a fucking second. Okay? You didn't vote for Trump. I did. And yet we have an incredible bromance.
Absolutely.
We still have a friendship.
Absolutely.
We still talk. We still get along. We still get together.
Absolutely.
Okay? Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? But this idiot, okay? I don't want you as a fan. I don't even want you as a fucking friend. Okay? Fuck you. If that's how you feel after everything that I've done in this industry, that you want to flip because you don't agree with something that we weren't even there for.
That's exactly the point, is that we were not there we didn't go in the Trump rally. We were outside. We were holding signs like the one behind us that says "We vape and we vote," and we were there to let Trump know that in the upcoming election, at least for us, because we're so passionate about vaping, that we will become one-issue voters. This is all we were. And to be fair, every media that came up and talked to us, they asked us, "Are you here against Trump?" Because next to us there was a big anti-Trump rally, and we're like, "No, we're not here because we're anti-Trump. We support the president until he passes or signs something that will end this industry as we know it, because this product is very, very important to us." And that's the only thing that we should be doing at rallies. We're there to support the president, but we also want to make him aware that we are a voting bloc and we are people that are going to go out there and vote. And I think that's what's important for people. For somebody to miss that because of their Trump passion or hate, either or. You understand what I'm saying? Either or. If you're putting Trump above saving your life and helping smokers quit, or if you're putting the opposite, then you have a big issue. That you shouldn't even be interacting in the vape channel. Oh, that's not good. Take a breather. Take a breather. Let me show you some of this. This is kind of like a little walk up to the Trump rally that we were going. This is me and Phil walking towards the BB&T Center, where we had made the arrangements to meet with the rest of the people. And I see we have a phone call standby. I'm going to bring you in just a little bit. There's Nick Orlando. You'll hear from him in a little bit, and some other folks. And we just took our place there. Very, very peaceful, very, very quiet. And the only message that we had is we vape and we vote. That's it. And even in our cry when we got together, this is what we're saying: we vape and we vote. Nothing here is anti-Trump. Nothing here is for Trump. There's no political message being sent here. You can see our shirts. The advocacy is cool. We vape and we vote. Flavor saved my life. This is the message that we're trying to get across at these vape rallies. And people should understand that this is more people should be participating. If this product is important to you, as it is to us, more people should be participating in these events. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. I do not like this division. I do not like when people, and I've gotten to the point where, like Phil, I'm fed up. I just block people and I move forward. I don't have time in my life to deal with stupidity. I don't have time to deal with hatred. I don't have time to deal with just matters that are not important to me in my life anymore, and that's going to be my direction moving forward.
And you know what? Like my face is still red. And I've said this before, right? This is why I cannot be an advocate. This is why I cannot sit in a room of stupid fucking people and not get exactly the way I just got right now. I can't be Greg Connolly and sit there like this and respond to idiots at the table. Yeah. I cannot be Tony Abood and not stand up and call somebody a fucking moron right in front of the president of the United States. Yeah. That's why I it's bad for me to do advocate work, okay? Yeah. Because this is how I get. Maybe some of that passion is needed, okay? But I guarantee you that I would let it fly at the wrong time. Okay, so I think a lot of you saw a side of Phil that maybe you didn't see tonight, or you've never seen before tonight. But that's a lot of like how I get, and some of the madness. And it's not only this idiot Tim Smith, because like I got a couple others here too from another guy, and it's just there's just no place for it. There's no place for it. Can't we just? I think we should. I think we as a country need to come together, and stop being so, because believe me, we're headed for a civil war if we keep this bullshit up. Absolutely. We really are, guys.
Absolutely,
we really are. I know there's nothing that I can solve on the Smoker Show on YouTube and Facebook, but maybe some people will come out with a little bit of an idea and just love your neighbor instead of like hating him. Like everything he does is good. Everything he does is good. It's good for society. It's good for people. It's good. Everything is good. But he likes Trump. He must be bad. I don't like him.
Right.
Stupid. That's so stupid.
It's dumb. Super
That's
chat.
so immature. That's so childish. Grow up.
Super chat from our lovely Cherry. Thank you so much. We're here to save the community and industry. Personal political beliefs should be set aside in this fight. Absolutely. I vote for people that can understand science. And if you don't understand science, you don't get my vote. All right, we got a telephone call. 917. 917, you're on the air. Can you mute your stream if you don't mind? 917. 917. Can you mute your chat? Hello?
Absolutely.
All right. Maybe he doesn't want to talk. All right. Can you hear us? Yeah, he can hear us. Everything is good on my end. All right. So anyway, moving along, Mr. Phil, I'm going to put him back on mute. Okay. Let's talk about a little bit about the rally.
Okay. So, I look, I don't want to take, first of all, there were some really, really good people there. The reason why we're there was really good. I actually said this in the ride along with Dimitri, that every time he's there, we need to be there. Every time he's having a rally, we need to have a rally. Yeah. And continue with the phone calls and with the emails and with the real mails and with the tweets, all of it. It all needs to continue, right? Just because we had that roundtable doesn't mean that we need to, back off or, it's in his head now. And no, we just need to continue. It's got to start. It's got to continue to go. So when I heard about the rally, and I heard about it very, very late, right? I told Dimitri, I said, I think I'm going to go. And when, I told Dimitri, he's like, hey, you know what? I'll fly down and I'll go with you. And he did, like literally within a half an hour, he had tickets booked. We like changed our plans and we drove to the rally, and the rally is on the other side of the state. Right. So we went through Alligator Alley. We didn't see any alligators, but
I'm so upset about that.
I know you're upset. I gotta get you to see an alligator.
Thank you.
It was about like maybe a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive. And we got there and, we did our thing. We held our signs and we chanted, we vape, we vote. You can see the sign right behind me right now. That's the sign that I was holding. Mm-hmm. And the goal is I think really the goal is to get some media attention, right? Or if he has, some of his people walking around looking at issues that people are hot about or are big, that somehow it feeds back to him, right? Because, we're never going to get to see him with the sign, at these rallies, but maybe somebody who works for him can see the sign. But I think one of the problems is that when you're doing a rally like this, there's a fine line between looking like a strong force to be reckoned with and a silly little cult, right? And the strong force to be reckoned with is numbers. Let's say we had 200 people there. Let's say we had 300 people there. Now, what happens? What's going on over there? What are all those people doing? What are they talking about? What are they fighting for? We're news crew. We're going to go talk to these people, right? You're taken a lot more serious, right? A lot more serious when you're there with numbers. That's why I love the rally, and I wished I could have been part of the rally that happened in Washington. 2,000-3,000 strong. That's a good showing. That's a good turnout. And if we had turnouts like that, think about it. If we had turnouts like that at every vaping rally that we did, do you not think that we would be taken a little bit more seriously?
Absolutely.
Right. If we had done 300, 400, 500 people at this rally, do you not think news crews would have came over?
Especially in a swing state like Florida.
Right.
Which is very, very important. Here's the president of the Florida Smoke-Free Association talking about the rally.
Nick Orlando, what are we doing here today, buddy? We're here to let President Trump know we appreciate him letting us have a seat at the table as vapors. We appreciate the fact that he was the only president, the leader of the free world, to stand up and say, I want you at my table to hear what exactly the truth is. We want to let him know that, but we also want to let him know that banning flavors is not the way to continue this. The message needs to change, and I think he got that message. And we'll let people know that we do support the T21 if it comes to that.
Absolutely.
And responsible, age-gated retailers selling our product. And actually, somebody's listening now, and we have the opportunity to share that, whereas before they just dismissed us and would not even hear us. They just dismissed us as people that were against them all the time. So we want to let him know that we're here to let him know we're in support of what he's doing at the moment. And we support it, and we appreciate what he did for our community. And we're much bigger than what he was told in that sit-down meeting. We are 13 million strong in the U.S. Florida alone is 900,000 people. There are approximately 150,000 jobs that are in our industry at stake. And that's the kind of message that he listened to, and he needs to listen to, and let that resonate for a little while, because the people that he was sitting with, half of the table was just spouting off lies. The other half was telling the truth, and we very much appreciate having that half.
Did you hear about what happened in New York City today?
I did not.
Okay, so the flavor ban went through in New York City. Yeah. Any comments?
A huge mistake. It's a detriment to public health. There will be counterfeit, to our very own president's words. There will be counterfeit products. There will be people going back to smoking combustible cigarettes. So very detrimental to public health overall.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for what you do for Florida.
And thank you. I appreciate you.
And Nick's done a tremendous job down there in Florida, man.
He really does. Nick does a fantastic job, and you know, I've stepped up and I've told Nick several times. I'm still red. I'm still beat red. I've told Nick several times.
Take it easy, buddy. I don't want nothing to happen to you. I'm serious. I love you. I don't want nothing to happen to you.
I appreciate that.
And then I'll have to come down and like change your diapers and shit like that. And I don't want to do that. I don't. I mean, I love you, but
speaking of changing diapers, you know, I was thinking about something today. I was listening to the Trump roundtable and the 𝗃𝗽𝗲𝗻𝗲, 𝗃𝗃𝗲𝗻𝗲. Parents are hurting. The parents are hurting. Help us, Mr. President. Help us. How about being a fucking parent and knock the jewel out of your fucking kid's mouth? How about doing that? I mean, what do you want the president to come and wipe your ass? Do you want the president to come and change your kids' diapers?
Some people do. Some people need that because they just can't
Jesus
do it by themselves.
Christ.
Let me tell you something. When my mom caught me the first time smoking a cigarette, let me tell you, my mom beat the shit out of me. Now, granted, I still continued to smoke because I was addicted, but I was very, very careful not to get caught. But the first time that she caught me with a cigarette, man, she took off her flip-flop. I'll never forget it. She took off her flip-flop and literally had me in a corner in my bedroom somewhere and just beat the shit out of me. She did. But look, you're absolutely right.
But you know what? But that's the difference between then and today. Like, okay, I got beat too. I got the wooden spoon from mom, and dad had a very, very unique way of hitting me. What dad used to do, he used to kick my ass. No, like literally, he used to take his big construction boot that he used to wear, and he would kick me in the ass when I did something wrong. And
no wonder you have no ass. Now it makes sense.
to prevent me from putting my hands on my ass to protect my ass from his boot. He would take my hands first and he would hold them over my head. Then he would kick my ass. So, you know, I mean, we need to go back to this shit, folks. We really
here's
do.
a little
Anyway,
hold on a second. Hold on.
We vote. We vape. 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 We vote.
I mean, the message is pretty clear. You know what I'm saying? The message is clear. This is what we're there to do. It's just that we vape and we vote. That's all that we're there for. I was disappointed with the turnout. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I want to speak to the turnout real quick, and I want to speak to something else too, guys. Look, this is the Smoker Show. Okay, the goal of this show is to get smokers to convert over to vaping. That's why we do what we do. Okay, not to get kids hooked on vaping. It's to get adult smokers who can maybe live a little bit longer and lead a healthier lifestyle by getting rid of the combustible cigarettes, getting them out of your life. If you tried all the other cessation methods and they haven't worked for you, to come and find vaping, because it's very satisfying. And there's a lot of science. There's a lot of science, although that science is being ignored. Okay. Although that science is being ignored, the science that proves that vaping is far safer to you than smoking. Okay. But I feel bad. I feel bad for the smokers, because they have to come to this show and they have to see that you kind of like got wrapped up in this. You kind of got wrapped up in this. And I can understand as a smoker, just as a smoker, you don't want to be wrapped up in this. I get that. I get that. So let's say the smokers who became the vapors did not come to the event. They did not come to the rally. Okay. I can understand that. Here's what I cannot understand. This is what I cannot understand. When you have in the very close area of where we were, Sunrise, Florida, I heard an estimated 200 vape shops. 200 vape shops, okay, whose very existence is on the line. You have and not only do you have 200 vape shops, but you have one of the largest distribution centers in the country there as well, okay? And we have 38 people show up. I can understand the smokers who just don't want to smoke anymore and they're just vaping and they don't want to get caught up in this mess. I get it. I get it. But you vape shops, you vape shop owners, you vape shop employees, you distribution center, the distribution center owners and employees, no excuse.
Yeah, shame.
No excuse.
All right, let's take a phone call real quick. 845, you're on the air with Demi and a very red beat Phil Busardo. Why I just hear the feet? 845, can you hear me? 845, I can hear you breathing. Make sure
you can hear me breathing.
Let me make sure everything's working good on my end.
Can they hear you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me open up sound
settings. I'm pretty sure.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's working. Hello. All right, maybe they can't hear me. I'll fix that real quick. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, so there really is no excuse for that. Oh, and I know Daniel, DJ LSB. You know, Daniel, I know we talked in private, and I told you you should never do a video where you come out and you just tell somebody to go fuck themselves. Well, I did not listen to my own advice tonight, but I mean, I would still never do that in a review video. I think this is a little bit of a different forum tonight, and that one just really kind of hit me the wrong way. So if you're just tuning in and you missed it, if you're not sure why I'm beat red, just watch the replay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. If I was a vape shop in the area, and there was Keith was there. Keith shut his shop down, shut his operation down, sent his employees there. I mean, That's what you should be doing.
You're gonna hear from him a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you can show Keith and show the other one too.
Okay, let me go ahead and start with Keith first.
Welcome to. All right, now for the record, for the camera, what is your name and what are you doing here today?
Keith Fairman, Diamond Vapor.
You gotta speak louder.
Keith Fairman from Diamond Vapor. Right
Keith.
Keith.
What's your name? Keith.
Keith.
That's right, Keith. So why are we here today, Keith?
Rallying to show that we're vapors and we're also voters, and that this isn't right what's being done to us here in the flavor bans and so on and so forth. It's hurting our industry drastically.
Okay, so Keith. I've seen you at pretty much every vape show that I've been to in the States. I mean, we always hang out, we always talk, we always bullshit. And what's your take on the number of people who have shown up at this event? And do you think there could have been more and better support for this?
It's sad. It's really sad and it's horrible that, that just so few have to do so much for the industry. And especially in this state, I personally and my wife sent out the flyers through text, and I also have the master lead list for the state, and I sent it to every single shop in the state twice.
Right. So there really is no excuse.
There's no
for this.
excuse.
I mean,
no.
It's always the same people doing the work
Same
over
thing,
and over again.
And everyone else trying to reap for the benefits. methods.
It was really nice to see the turnout in Washington, right? And I think that was a great turnout, but I would love to see that turnout even for something like this.
Of course, but not to mention the demographics and how many shops are in the 10-mile radius of this area right now, and that there's about 4 of them here is fucking horrible. Our company actually shut down, and all our staff is here. There's only one guy that didn't show up out of the whole company. We shut down the lab early, we shut down everything, and we're all here from the accountant to my wife and I as owners.
All right. Well, Keith, thanks very much for coming out. So thank you, brother, and keep fighting.
Anytime, brother. Thanks. Next time I want to get another pie in your face, though.
Another what?
Another pie in your face. Remember I got
Yeah,
that?
you paid good money for that.
Yeah,
pie.
I did.
You did.
A lot of money. Here, now you can ask her. Go ahead.
Is that your better half?
That's my wife.
She
yes.
is so much more attractive than
I
you.
know.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say to everybody?
I'm just glad to be here.
You're just glad to be here.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you vape too?
I do.
You do? And
Yep.
do you vote?
I do vote.
And let me ask you a question. What flavor do you like?
I am vaping a strawberry cookie.
A strawberry cookie. So you too, as an adult, somehow like flavors.
I have been on a strawberry flavors for about 8.5 years now.
Okay. That's terrific. Thank you guys. Thank you.
You got it. Have a good one.
All right, I think I got the phone lines open now. Let's see if Dan, can you hear us? Dan,
Now
can
I
you...
can.
Oh, okay, all right. See,
You gotta change the screen.
now
dude.
hold on. I only got one hand, brother. I only got one hand. I'm trying to do 15 things at a time, but at least.
Where's the other hand?
Well, only one on this side. What else is?
Exactly.
Hey, Dan, before you start talking, Dan, I don't know if you know this, but there are times when I call 𝗵𝗵 my little strawberry cookie. I do. All right, go ahead, Dan.
I know there's a bunch of shit you call 𝗵𝗵 that I don't want to remember ever. This is a special fly-in. This is a special 𝗬𝗟𝗏 management team fly-in.
Thank you,
So,
Dan. Thank you.
take some deep breaths. Please take some deep breaths.
I'll be all right.
I don't like to see you elevated. You never get like this. I know you're gonna be all right, but like we all care about one another.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. I knew that comment set him off. But you got to understand, Dan. You know, I mean, you've been around us since what, 2012, right? You've seen over the years, you know, how much time we've taken away from our families and invested into vaping and invested into conversions, and we keep preaching the same message. And then you wake up, you know, and I thought, to be honest with you, I think from the car, like Bromance, you know, on the road was a good idea, because sometimes we just sit there in the car and we have some like really nice discussions and we just want to share them with people, and some serious and some funny stuff. And I thought it would be a good idea that we start making this special and put the video. And then when somebody makes a comment like that on the bottom, and you know, listen, we know it's the internet. We know it's the internet and all that, and the trolls. And I know you've been through it as well too. But
Yeah,
I think,
and you know, normally, you guys know, normally I have really thick skin. You'll never see me come on and cry, you know, in a video. But this one, and it's not even that big of a deal, but it's just so stupid.
I think it just kind of built up, you know.
Yeah, that too. I think it built
I'm
up. I think there's a lot
amazed
of stuff going on too.
I'm amazed it's taken Phil 10 years to get to the boiling point.
Yeah,
He's been trolled for 10 years.
I know.
Not bad. That's
know.
not bad.
I know, but this apathy and this division is what's killing us, Dan. You know, the other day I made a video. You know, I do this 2-minute advocacy thing on Facebook if you want to look it up. It's 2-minute daily advocacy call to action, because I know people are busy and complacent. So I figure within 2 minutes, I'll give them the information that they need to do today. So yesterday's 2-minute was on New Jersey. Because I'm not only I have friends like you that have businesses there, but I think it's something that needs to be paid attention. I think New Jersey is a critical state. So I saw the response to that video and the shares and how many people responded to the call to action, and I looked to myself and I said, New Jersey's fucked. You know, I mean, that's what I said, because you got to get people involved, man. And it's only the same 5 people in every state doing the work of 100,000 vapors, and it's aggravating.
I know, brother. I know. Believe me, and they won't miss it until it's gone.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking at, I could say I'm kind of looking at it as a business person second. I'm looking at it as a guy like converting smokers first. But all my money is tied up in this shit. But I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't believe the apathy. But people will only miss it when it's gone.
Yeah. When they come in,
not a partisan. It's not a partisan issue.
Yeah,
that's an American issue.
I think when they come into their shop and you greet them, well, welcome to Good Karma Vapors. What tobacco flavor can I get you today? I think that's when people are going to say, what happened? What happened? Well, I mean, I don't know. Where have you been for the last 2 years? You know.
No, exactly. But the other side of it too is the political side, because the people who are active, who invite politicians. I've been going to the schools, the towns, the high schools in my towns that I have shops. I've been going to extending myself, saying, I will teach you guys. New Jersey has a thing called the Vapor Task Force, right? So I offered myself up and say, you know, as a guy, I can teach you what this stuff is. Like, I can put it all on a table. I can show you what you know, I can teach them in a simple way what liquid strengths are, what the difference between a Juul and a sub-ohm device is. But none of the politicians reply either. Yeah. And that's also very disheartening. I mean, it's apathy from the constituents. Yeah. It's apathy from the politicians. Yeah. And you know me, I also believe it's deep corruption.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
You know.
Well, thanks for your emergency call in to 𝗃𝗘𝗲 management team. It's always good to have support on the 𝗃𝗘𝗲 management team.
I don't want Phil to be I don't want him to get like that anymore. Yeah. Like I can't drive. If he was in Rochester, I'd drive to Rochester right now. I give him a nice shoulder massage. Yeah. But I can't drive down to Florida, right?
Well, I mean, you could.
You can fly your ass down here, though. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten together. We have to have. I mean, I know you're busy with your girlfriend and all that, but you know, just don't forget about us too sometimes. You know? Okay.
He's got things going on with the girlfriend.
Mrs. Fletcher. My girlfriend, Mrs. Fletcher. Oh my God.
It's a great show, man. The latest episode was great. Make sure you check it out. Thanks, Dan. And listen, I know Dan has have a wonderful evening, Dan. I know Dan has, you know, he's big on conversion in his shops and all that. But I know Dan fights for his mother as well too. You know, she's 75 years old. She's an ex-smoker. She uses flavored products. And this is what I'm telling you. If you're passionate about this, just give it your all. This is the time to be swinging. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, and I actually met Dan's mom. I mean, this is years ago, but when we visited the shop, we met Dan's mom, and we talked to her. I think we even interviewed her in one of the videos that we did, or I did anyway.
No, I remember I was there
because I think Dan was friends with me first. But you know, you always you know, you jump in on my friendship because I know you want to keep me to yourself. I understand that. And you know, that's good.
I don't want nobody interfering. Speaking about passionate, here is a wonderful lady that I finally got to meet. I've known her online for a very, very long time. With her testimonial, this is Cheryl Lockhart.
What's your name and why are you here today?
My name is Cheryl Lockhart, and I'm here to fight for vaping. I quit smoking after 25 years.
Okay.
And I've been smoke-free for 5 years.
Okay, so before vaping, you were smoking,
for 25
and after
years.
vaping, you're not smoking anymore.
Correct.
And what do you think about like this attack on vaping and what's going on?
I think it's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's un-American. These are
I
our
agree.
freedoms and liberties and rights.
We have a right to have a choice.
Absolutely.
A healthier choice.
May I ask how old you are?
I am 52.
52, okay. And as a 52-year-old adult vapor, what flavor do you like to vape?
Strawberry custard.
Strawberry custard. Did you know that an adult you're not supposed to like flavors? Did you know that?
Who knew that, you know?
And
I like chocolate milkshakes and watermelon candy, and
It's amazing. It's amazing that your taste buds survived your adolescence like that. Unbelievable. Well, thank you very much for being here and for the support, and keep on vaping. Thank you.
And I want to play one of my favorite videos from the rally.
And hello, who is this beautiful young lady right here?
My name is Elizabeth Naftaniel. I'm from Davie, Florida, and I'm here because I'm outraged.
You're outraged?
I am. I quit smoking after 41 years, and this happens. And
now, when you say this happens, what do you mean by this?
This, I mean the attack on a life-saving industry that helped me to quit smoking.
Okay, and how long did you smoke before you started?
41 years.
41 years.
That's
and
right.
No more cigarettes in your life?
No.
Okay.
It worked.
Right.
And I don't believe that the smokers and former smokers should be collateral damage. This is an outrage.
I love the term collateral damage, and you're talking about keeping vapes away from children, right?
Right, that's absolutely what we all want to do.
Right, we do.
We do.
Right.
And and I believe that there is sensible, sound,
reasonable. We can be reasonable, right?
Reasonable on the table.
Right. And the thing that's crazy is that it's already illegal for the youth to get, purchase, and use these products, right?
Indeed.
So I think that we need to maybe increase the penalties. I think we need to do what we need to do, but not at the expense of the adult vapor and the adult smoker.
I like flavors. And also, I wanted to say that former Mayor Bloomberg could have done so much with that money. $160 million could have gone to do so much good instead of attacking a life-saving industry.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Thank you so much. Thanks for your support, and keep fighting. It was good to meet you.
Thank you. A pleasure, sir.
Man, she was just such a delight. 41 years, folks. She's
Can I tell you a little secret about that interview?
Tell me.
So like, it's kind of funny. So she was so wonderful to talk to, and she really, I mean, she's there as a vapor, like fighting stupidity, and that's how she sees it, stupidity. And I find it very interesting that she used the term collateral damage, because on a post that I did a while ago, I said the attack on vaping and these bans, this is carpet bombing. As the United States of America, we don't carpet bomb anymore. We surgically strike. That's how we do things now. Surgical strikes to take out the enemy. But we're carpet bombing. And when you carpet bomb, you get collateral damage. And I thought it was so cool. It instantly reminded me of what I wrote. And I loved it that she used that term. But here's the funny thing. So I did that whole interview, right? And by the way, it has told me that my internet connection is unstable tonight. But yeah. I did that entire interview and I forgot to click record on the camera. So I looked down at the camera and I realized that I didn't record any of it. And I went up to her and I said, that camera angle was all wrong and the sun was just not facing you the right way. I said, would you mind terribly if we did it again? Because I really want to, I want you to look good in the video. She's like, oh, sure, no problem.
I tweeted that to the president today, and remember what I told you down in Florida? People were getting complacent. I tweeted this to the president, and I tagged a bunch of people, CDC and Bloomberg and Cuomo Wonderful. And everybody on there. And I said, under 2 minutes, please watch and understand why vaping is important to our lives. 45 retweets, man. I mean, people are just. I think what happened in the White House is once again proving that people think that everything is going away and everything is fine now, but 45. I mean, that tweet to me should have had at least 300 retweets right now, and people are just complacent. People are the numbers are down, and if we don't show our power in numbers and try to make our side viral, we're never going to get the support from people outside the community, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been talking to Dave Norris. I've talked like we talked about this, and Dave Norris was like the first vape event that I ever went to, and it was the White Rose,
great guy,
vaping thing in Pennsylvania. They are doing a rally in Pennsylvania, and I just asked him to send me a flyer, and this is what he sent me. Not very good flyer, Dave. You got to work on the flyer, and people aren't even going to be able to see that. But there is a We Vape, We Vote rally coming up in Pennsylvania. And I will go ahead and figure out a way to get this events thing on. Oh, good, it went through. Okay, so I just put something in the chat there about the We Vape, We Vote rally coming up in Pennsylvania. It's in 𝗃𝗄𝗄, Pennsylvania, December 10th. It is, and we are actually going to be. He invited me to go to it. But I told him that we were going to be, well, at first I told him we were just getting off the plane from France, but we're actually going to be in France because I got my dates messed up. Yes. But, again, he's telling me, he's like 200, 300 people, that's what Nick Orlando said too, right?
Yeah. Dave.
And I hope for, for your sake, for Vapor's sake, for the state of Pennsylvania, I certainly hope that you get a really good turnout at the We Vape, We Vote rally in 𝗃𝗄𝗄, Pennsylvania on December 10th.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. And I hope people turn up there in 𝗃𝗄𝗄. Stefan Northcutt, Super Chat. Thank you so much. Both of you work so hard. I know this isn't much, but I hope it helps. It's not about that. It's about you being here and participating with us. And really with that, let me just take a couple of, just a quick break so Phil's color can come back to his beautiful Usher brown. You know what's funny? We still don't know where that super chat money is going.
We really don't. I'll find it eventually. When it hits 1 million, we won't be doing the show anymore. George D, I'm trying to convert my uncle, a 40-plus year smoker.
If you let me get to the questions, I was going to get to that. That's my job. You shouldn't be reading the chat because you get distracted easily. But go ahead.
You done?
Go ahead.
Any luck? A couple Clipper-style devices. Last 𝗃𝗧𝗏, but no luck. Any advice on a product to help him quit? George, do me a favor. Bill Tarling, please get George D's information, and we will get some stuff out in the mail, some suggestions. I'll get you an Inikin T18, the new
DV.
one. Those are what?
Get him a DV too.
We'll send him a DV too.
You're just picking all the U.S. stuff, so you don't have to ship anything international.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody named with an accent character over their name. It'll be like, hey, Dimitri, help this guy out. But yeah, George, we'll get some stuff out. We'll get some tobacco flavors out to you from our sponsors.
Some Lunar Rover tobacco, please.
Lunar Rover, and I got some 5-pawn stuff too that I'm going to send you, and hopefully we will take care of your.
If they do convert, but give us a call though and let us know.
Let us know. I mean, that makes us feel good. I think that's important for any of the devices that go out, and this is something Dimitri and I talk about all the time: is data and following up, and what you are going to see when we go to France and we go to some of the Alpha Liquid shops.
Yeah,
you're going to see data gathering. You're going to see following up. You're going to see the important stuff that really should be happening here, but it is not. Because if something doesn't work, we need to find out why it doesn't work for them, not just let them continue to smoke, right? We need to adjust and twist and turn and make sure that we get them something that is satisfying to them. But most important, they got to want to quit.
Yeah.
Right?
Your internet is pretty crappy tonight too. Are you having storms? Are you having storms down there?
There are no storms. It's actually it's cold. It's very cold.
Oh, when it gets cold down there in Florida, those internet lines freeze up. I do have I want to bring up a comment here a little bit. This is from Skynet. My brother's a mechanic. I smokes 2 packs a day. Please help. Any ideas? He does not like my RTA or my Orion. Well, guess what? He smokes 2 packs a day. Why would you give him a direct lung setup? I mean, this is one of the issues that we've had in America for the last 3 years. It's not that he doesn't like your RTA. There's nothing wrong with your RTA or your Orion. The only thing that's wrong with it is that they're both airy and they're direct lung setups for lower nicotine. You just said he's a 2-pack-a-day smoker. Why would you give him an RTA? It makes no sense to me at all. And I'm not trying to bash SubLemming style vaping. Once again, don't take me wrong, because if you do, I'm going to block you. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you, you just said he's a 2-pack-a-day smoker. You need something tight. You need something that mimics a cigarette, and you need very high nicotine to convert a 2-pack-a-day smoker. You need some 18 to 24 and a tight setup. That's exactly what you need to convert a smoker. Not an airy 3 milligram RTA. It's just not going to work for them.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to go on a rant, Skynet. Skynet, send me a message or if you want to, and I'll get you something out in the mail to it. But if this is the way you're trying to convert smokers, it's just not going to work. I'm sorry. Hate me for whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just not an okay dude, as somebody said on Facebook. Somebody called me. I'm not an okay dude.
That's okay. I never thought you were an okay dude either. Yeah, man, my internet is sucky tonight. Is the audio still coming through at least?
The audio's fine. The audio's fine.
All right, good.
The audio's fine. Let me look at that. Let me look at the comments. Tell Devin Norris you're doing a show right now. He shouldn't be messaging you right now.
No, that's okay. But I just asked him for the flyer. That's why. Can you do me a favor? Can you please thank Steve for giving us that late breaking information that he just posted there?
Sorry, say again?
Can you please thank Steven Taylor for putting that late-breaking information that he just posted
those deaths due to using THC cut with vitamin did not use regular nicotine vapes. They use alternative vape devices that use it. Yeah, well, that's not really break. We knew that since day one.
We've only been talking about it for the last 2 or 3 shows, and
absolutely,
it's been
absolutely.
all I get.
But anyway, okay. So the first 2 people that Phil said, Phil 𝗃𝗲𝗏, Facebook.com/𝗃𝗲𝗏, send Phil a message, and then Skynet, send me a message, Facebook.com/VapingGreek on Facebook. Even if it goes into the other, I'll see it. Send me a message, and I'll get you some stuff out. When we have to send the stuff out before Thursday because we're leaving on Friday, so we'll get the stuff out you. All right, Phil. We're running out of time again.
Yeah, it always happens.
It always happens. So let's say what we talked about last week a little bit, and I do want to give this VapeWear some love as well too. So I just wanted to go through it, and then I have the first couple people that are going to call in. We're going to give away a couple of these as well too tonight, because it is almost the holidays, and I'm in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I think that's why we're kind of like pushing. We want to give more stuff away.
Yes.
So do you want me to go to my internet is really bad. You sure you want me to do the close-ups on this?
Well, I don't have the close-up cam set up. That's why today I'm running my far away cam.
All right, let me see if I can make this happen then. It should be, let's see, that one. There you go. Look at that, huh?
That's not too bad. I think that camera is better than I want to say.
Can you see that?
That's a great. Is that a vaporizer?
Is that coming through okay?
Yeah. It's a little pixelated, but I get the point. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, these are the cartridges, and these, although they're a 40% nicotine, right, or 4% nicotine. So these are 40.
And there's also 20.
And there's also 20. Okay,
yes.
so they do have a step down process. And these are what their pod packages look like. Okay, and we have a menthol here, a mango, we have a tobacco, and we have a fruit. And we'll discuss, how this is going to be. I don't know. Some people are going to look at this the wrong way, and some people are going to, and we'll talk about that. But this is the vWatch from VapeWear. Okay, and this is I know there are other vape watches out there. This is the first one that I've received. So
and it's the first one that has a closed pod system. I'm pretty sure, because the other ones are refillable.
Right. Okay, so we open up the package, we take a look, and what we see here is we get a little vWatch in here, hands-free convenience, some information about the device. I am really blocky, dude. I'm trying to go slower so that it catches up a little bit. All right. We get the little strap here, or the little band. I'll go ahead and take my watch off, and we'll put this band on.
Yeah, I got mine on too. Here, let me switch to look at that. Bam! Look at that. I like that camera angle. Look at that. I got mine on.
Good. Oh, I thought you were talking about mine. Mine's a disaster.
You got some big hands too. That's what I'm putting.
Thank you.
So good.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. So I'm working it. I'm getting it on. So there we go. I got the band on, and here is the device. Okay. So it's a little watch. There we go. I just powered it on. I haven't set it or anything like that. Nothing fancy here. It's just really the time, the date. We get a little logo from them, and we get the battery charge level there.
That's pretty much it.
What's that?
It's pretty much it. Somebody has said, kids might be attracted to watches, and
so we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that after this.
Yeah.
All right. So it does come with a pod. This is going to be the tobacco pod. Right. Take this off. And we just click it in here like this. And it just said pod in. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Pod out, pod in. Pod out, pod in. And there is a little magnetic pulling there, attraction to it. So it just kind of sucks it in. Right?
Yep.
Put it on. And there it is. That is the vWatch.
You have a future in hand modeling, my friend.
You like that?
You do. But the thing that I talked about last week, and I have to make sure that I bring this up again. I think, just like we said earlier, I think that people are forgetting that people that smoke 2 packs a day need throat hit. They need throat hit. If you're going to have high nicotine, I think one of the attractions to Juul is that it doesn't have throat hit. You do have that high nicotine, though, and if you're able to get by through that, it's fine. It'll work with. But I think a lot of the heavy smokers need to have the throat hit. And this is one thing that I like about this product. This product has a good draw, and this product has a throat hit, which I think is very, very, and I think it's done pretty well. I think it's done in a form factor that is not considered to be attractive. Yeah, look, kids will use a potato to smoke weed, right? Did you know that? Have you ever had a potato weed, Paul?
No, you seem to be much more of a drug addict than I am. Go ahead.
But you can vape this as Phil is vaping it right now on your wrist, or you can just take out the little pod and take a puff. Of course, I'm using the 40 milligram menthol.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It's there's a little bit of break in, but I am getting. It's a pretty good tobacco flavor, And I talked about when I see myself using something like this. I don't think it's horrible looking, right? But I think maybe somebody who's hiking. And they don't want to pull something out of their pocket. Maybe somebody who's riding a bike, right? I ride my bike.
How about somebody that's going to a Trump rally?
Somebody who's going to a Trump.
Why? They were not letting vape devices. If you went into the Trump rally and you had your chroma or your smoke with your Baby Beast tank on, guess what? They would not allow you to go in the Trump rally. You had to go back to the car and put it in there, which doesn't make any sense to me. You can do more damage with a cell phone than you can with a vape device, but vape devices were not allowed if you went into the rally, right? So, just saying.
I was thinking about like other applications for this. Like maybe somebody who drives for a living, right? A truck driver who doesn't want to fumble with a device. I mean, there's a lot of applications for it. But I mean, I see the positives, and I also see like how it could be looked at negatively. I mean, I totally get that. But you know what? I don't care like what if something. There's a difference between something coming with cartoon characters all over it. And something like this, to me.
In the marketing as well, too, because I see this with now, the new hottest stuff now is not Juul. It's candy bars. There's a candy puff bars. There's these new disposable high nicotine pods out there. They're infiltrating social media. They're infiltrating Kick. They're infiltrating Snapchat. And desperately promoting to kids they say this is the new Juul. This is better than Juul, and it has all the flavors as well, too. So I think that the marketing of the company is so important, and the vision of the company, right? When Juul first came out, you remember what Juul used to say, our mission is to eliminate the combustible cigarette. Whatever happened to that, right? That mission. But at least we've met these guys personally. We met them at one of the shows, and these are older guys that sat down and said, listen, our goal is to get adult smokers to quit smoking. And the marketing that goes along with the product, I think, has extremely a lot to do with it. And I back this product from the marketing perspective as well, too. You see those candy bars, those high 60, 70 milligram disposable things with the batteries in them or whatever. Those are bad news all the way around. All right. So we're going to give away two. I have a full set, 4 pods here. And then I have.
By the way, I saw one of the comments, and I agree with that comment. It's like, we have a shady-looking Greek guy standing at the entrance. And, can you please check that guy out? Thank you.
Thanks a lot to VapeWearLabs for providing these to give them out to you. So we're going to pass them on to you, and you try it. If you don't like it, how about you pass it on to a smoker? You're going to have plenty of pods, and maybe he'll try it, and maybe he'll quit smoking. David Blackman, super chat. How many days before the Zenith Pro is for sale in the USA? It should be by the end of this week. I know My Freedom Smokes, My Vapor Store, Element, they all have the site ready to go with the tank. So that means that it's coming from China if it's not there already. In Greece, I will tell you, I sold the first one today at my stores because they arrived Friday. By the time we took them out of customs was Monday, and the first one that went to the stores today was sold. So I'm assuming, I'm expecting that they should hit the store sometime this week. So keep your eyes out, and of course follow us on social media. We'll make posts about it as well too.
Rafi wants to know if my stream is choppy. Yeah, Rafi, we've been talking about it a lot, pal. I'm having problems with my internet tonight.
772. You're on the air. Hold on a second. 772. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I am so happy to talk to you both, Jamie and Phil. What lifesavers you've been for me for about the last.
Who is this? So
5,
we know who
6, 7 years.
Who are we talking to? So we know who we're talking to.
My name is Robin. I live in Ocala, Florida.
Nice to meet you, Robin.
Is this Robin?
Nice to meet you. Well, yes, I have communicated with you, Phil, a couple of times, few emails, and when I got all fired up about all the banning of the flavors and that, yes, sir, that was me.
I know Robin. I know Robin. Robin is a sweetheart. Thank you so much for calling in, Robin. We're glad to have you on the show.
Aw. Well, I'll make it quick because I heard you saying you kind of wrap it up. I know you got things to give away, but I was just, I had a couple quick helpful hints. First of all, I can relate when y'all were talking about the Trump rallies. It happens other places too, large auditoriums, concerts. They've started banning things you can bring, you can't bring. And I remember going to the Trump rally here in Ocala back in 16, and there were quite a few of us out in line vaping away when we got up there at all the Secret Service, and they said, no,
Yep.
can't do it. So we thought, well, wait a minute. We parked like 2 miles from here. It's nowhere to. Where am I going to put, what I had then? I had my ''ڪoolFire and all that, and we looked around. We found a cool spot on the grounds there, but we hid our vaping devices. And when we got out of there, when it was all over, we were just crossing our fingers. We said a little prayer, oh, please, Lord, this thing costs like $39. I can't buy another one. And we went over, and all of our little vape products were in a little hiding place that we found outside, and nobody knew about it. So we took care of that.
That's cool.
So you're right about that, though. Now, the other thing, you mentioned about a vape rally that's going on up in Hershey, PA on the 10th.
Yes.
I think y'all are going to see a huge crowd because that just happens to be the day that Trump is having a rally on the 10th.
Right.
I'm sure it's no coincidence.
Right.
Those people knew what they were doing.
Sure.
They're going to get some people showing up.
I hope so. I hope
that's
so.
Good news.
I hope so.
I do too. Now, the third thing, and I'll get this done with, I just want to kind of offer a helpful hint because you mentioned something now, and I remember y'all going through this, maybe it was 3 months ago with a caller who just could not find the right flavor. Back to the flavors. Right? Just in the morning, got to have that cigarette at least, and da-da-da. I should have called then because what I discovered back when I started, that strawberry watermelon lemonade doesn't go too good with coffee, with my coconut-flavored coffee made in there. No, doesn't go with it. So I started to, get a little variety going, and one helpful hint that helped me and some other people I know, go with something that goes with your coffee in the morning. Buy a banana nut bread flavor or apple cinnamon muffin, blueberry granola, something like that, a breakfasty type flavor. And it's a lot easier to pick that up with your coffee. And then in the afternoon, move off, into the White Lotus and all the fruit flavors. And at night after dinner, get your key lime pie, creme brulee, German chocolate cake, whatever you want to do. So that's just a little helpful hint, maybe if there's anybody there on the thing, on the forum there. I don't know the right words. I don't belong
it's very
to
good.
social media.
It's very,
no Twitter, Facebook, Google+. I can't do anything.
It's very good advice. And variety is the spice of life, Robert. You know what they say. But especially for our product, because there is a thing as people need to have a variety in their lives to stay off cigarettes. Sometimes you just get bored. I mean, there's people like me that can find a flavor and just vape the hell out of it, But there's most of the people want something different depending on the time of day and different nicotine strengths as well, too. You might need something that has a little bit more nicotine in the morning with your coffee or when you're stressed or when you've been working for 2 hours straight and you want to take a break. And then there's a different nicotine strength that you want when you're just sitting there watching TV or binge watching The Irishman on Netflix, which is a 3-hour, movie. And you want something that's lower nicotine because you're vaping. I totally agree with you. And that's very, very good information.
And, Robin, I love to Robin, I love to connect with people. I am about to connect with you, Robin, right now. You ready?
I don't know how. I'm not in any kind of internet or social media.
Well, he's holding up his coconut coffee mate flavoring for his coffee. Because that's
it's my favorite.
There you go.
My favorite, Robin. There you go.
That's my kindred brother there, Phil. Oh, man. I didn't know I had an Italian in my family. Way to go, me.
Apparently, Phil didn't either after my trip to Rome. But anyway, Robin, thanks for calling. Merry Christmas to you. Do me a favor. Phil is going to send you an Anakin DV simply for calling in because you're just so sweet. And we want to give you something for Christmas. So message Phil on Facebook, and he's going to send you an Anakin DV for Christmas, courtesy of course, Anakin and the 𝗬𝗲 Show.
Okay, now I don't do Facebook or any social. I'm not in Twitter. I'm not like in this forum chat. I never signed up for any of those things in life. So it's okay.
Very easy. No, very easy. I'm going to give you another solution because I am Dimitri and I have solutions.
Oh.
𝗵𝗼𝗀@tasteyourjuice.com, Robin.
Just send me an email, Robin.
Send him an email. That's all. With your address and he'll get it out to you.
Oh, bless your heart.
Oh, bless
that
you.
Is so sweet. And I figured, I love you, Phil, but you know what? Demi just might be the brains of the bunch.
Oh, thank you very much, Rob.
He's got it.
There's absolutely no doubt.
He's got it. He
There's no
says
doubt.
he's in control. So, but watch him like a hawk, Phil.
Thank you,
There's no
Robin.
doubt.
I hope
That's
you
why
have
we
a
work
Merry
so well
Christmas,
together.
son. Thank you so much for calling in.
Merry Christmas to both of you and your families. Thank you
so much.
Merry Christmas to you,
Bye-bye.
Robin.
There
Thank
she
you for
goes.
calling.
Can we
in.
say Merry Christmas, or we should say Happy Holiday before we offend somebody, or we're going to see a
No, I
comment?
say
or
Merry
say-
Christmas. The same way. The
Six-
same way. If somebody came up to me and they said, "Hey Phil, Happy Hanukkah," I would say to you, I would say thank you. Thank you for thinking so much of me that you're including me in your traditions.
Yes.
If somebody wished me, "Hey, Feliz Navidad," or Happy Kwanzaa, I would thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for thinking so much of me that you want to include me in your traditions and
That's
your
right.
holidays.
That's
That's the way I look at it.
That's right.
That's the way other people should look at it too.
608.
So Merry Christmas, Robin. Merry Christmas.
608. Merry Christmas. You're on the air with Phil and Demi. Who's this?
Hello,
Hi.
Dimitri.
Yeah.
I'd like to first off tell John Q. Public to go fuck himself.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot for that.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was close myself, but go ahead.
Cool. Very cool. This is Bubbles Peg Balls.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
sitting
what's
here
up?
with a smoker on my shoulder, and he's looking for direction, and we're enjoying the show.
Why don't you just say that you're Kevin instead of saying that you're pig balls? So we know. I mean, we know that you're pig balls, but I mean, just say you're Kevin, so I know who you are.
You just gave away my cover.
There's no cover to blow with you, buddy. There's no guy. This is a guy, Phil, that sends me pictures of him taking a shit in the bathroom.
No, I know.
Yeah, I mean, this is, and you just say you're Kevin. You're just Kevin that sends me pictures of you in the bathroom. But Kevin, listen, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it, and I know we don't see eye to eye all the times, but we do appreciate you being a friend of ours, and we appreciate you trying to help people quit smoking. So for you, Kevin, I'm going to send you the vapeware.labs watch for you, and if you like it, you can keep it, or else you can pass it on. And I'm going to send a kit for your friend that's sitting over there, and some liquid for him to quit smoking. How about that?
Awesome. That's why I called in. And I appreciate all you do, even though, I am overly honest. I will always tell you what I think.
That's okay.
And
Me too. That's
Yeah.
I appreciate honesty.
Oh,
I don't appreciate douchebaggery. That's where I draw the line. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to agree
Yep.
on everything to know that we still want vaping to be around. And that's the most important part. That's what Phil's rant was all about at the beginning. Doesn't make a difference what you believe in. I've seen your underwear choices. They're horrible. But who am I to tell you what to wear for your underwear, right? So, that's all I'm trying to say. So, Kevin, you know the drill. You have me on Facebook. Send me your address, and I'll get this stuff out to you tomorrow, okay?
Thanks so much, buddy.
Merry
Have a
Christmas,
good
my
night.
friend. Thank you very much. All right, I got Kevin. You got
balls.
everybody else. So far, we've been big balls, and so far we've been sticking with United States, which is it's amazing.
That's good. So-
Can we say Merry Christmas, and we appreciate 𝗃𝗟𝗏 for all the hard work that he does on the show.
Absolutely.
And with
Bill,
links.
Not only the show, but Vape Distortion is a really
Yes.
good place for information. He seems to be on top of like every story that comes out, and I actually get a lot of my information for my Facebook from him. So Bill, thank you so much for what it is that you do and helping us. And I appreciate you, Bill.
Hey, listen, by the way, my package has not come in from China. You know, the Z Pros like you got, it's been held up from customs. My last 3 packages from China have been held up from customs. And this one's been held up 4 days. Today I got a call from the FDA. Or I don't know if it was some agency. They're like, we got this pack because they had some paperwork to get it cleared out or whatever. I guess, I don't know, because it was a lot. I don't know. So I get a call, and they said, well, who's the company that makes these atomizers? And I said, Anakin Technology. And what's their address? I said, this and this. Okay. And then they cleared it. So I'm getting it tomorrow. But since I'm getting it tomorrow, I'm going to send 𝗃𝗟𝗏. He's in Canada. I'll take this one, Phil. I'll take one for the team. I'm going to send 𝗃𝗟𝗏 a nice care package so he can have an enjoyable Christmas holiday with some new stuff, just to show my way and your way, Phil, of appreciating what he does for us.
Yeah, no, that's very nice. Like I was going to do it too. I was going to suggest that we do that actually during this show. But I just want you to know, for the record, that you picked the cheapest country to ship.
It's still international.
It's the
still
closest. out of country thing that you could possibly send to. Okay.
All right. Can you? This is a message from Joshua. I like Joshua too. He's a great guy. He's active on Twitter. This is what I like. These people are getting involved. Can you pronounce your last name? I'll let Phil pronounce my last name.
Agraphiotis.
Very well. Very good.
Agraphiotis.
Agraphiotis.
And you know how I know that? Because I have been called Mr. Agraphiotis in the past. Yeah.
You have. By the way, Joshua, I certainly appreciate you. You're a good friend. All right, let me take another phone call. Maybe we can give the other vapeware thing away. 903, you're on the air with Phil and Demi. What's your name?
Hey, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
David Wilson.
David Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, David. Where are you calling from?
David.
I just want to say thanks. I'm calling from East Texas.
East Texas. You know you're having a bill there today in Senate. Did you hear the Senate hearing in Texas? They want to ban flavors in Texas. What the hell is the matter with them? It's Texas are crying out. This is the most.
Yeah.
The people carry guns to the supermarket in Texas, and they want to ban flavors. What does it matter with the Constitution? What does it matter with the greatest country in the world? What is going on? It drives me crazy, Mr. David Wilson.
I don't know what's wrong with them, but if they come to get my flavors, I have a big gun.
There you go, my friend. There you go, my friend. That's the answer I'm looking for. Go ahead, David. I'm sorry. I went on a little rant there, but go ahead.
I just want to say I've been following you and Dimitri for years. I love both of you. I love what you're doing, and I just want to say hello. That's it.
And we appreciate that.
David,
we really do.
We appreciate it.
There's a reason why, like, I want to call you guys friends and not fans, because you guys mean a lot to me. You really do. I still to this day get emails from people thanking me because I helped them in the journey. I was part of them transitioning from smoking to vaping. And, that means the world. That means everything to me. Go to tasteyourjuice.com. Look at the testimonials that I have there. They mean more to me than any vape gear that I own. And I love doing this for you guys. I love getting a person to move away from a tobacco cigarette, from a combustible tobacco cigarette into vaping. It's just a terrific feeling. It's a terrific feeling knowing that maybe it was because of me. Maybe it was because of something that I did that you're going to live a little bit longer. I mean, how powerful is that? It's just a great, great feeling.
Yes,
and,
sir.
we talk like
Yes,
you just
sir.
say, I love you guys. And I do. I love you guys. I love getting the emails. I love like hearing your questions. I love the interaction that we have online. And I think if I didn't have that from you guys, and if I didn't have that from the man that I do this show with, I know that I would not be able to continue. I know that I would not be able to continue to do this. So I love you guys back.
Yeah, absolutely. David, please contact Phil. Send him a little message on Facebook with your address, and let me send you the VapeWear watch and some pods. Just, if it's Christmas season, try it out. You don't like it, pass it on to somebody. Who knows? You might get somebody to help to quit smoking down there in Texas before the prohibition starts down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I totally get it.
Thank
Yes,
you, Dave. I appreciate it. Thank you, Maria. Have a Merry Christmas and blessed Christmas for you and your family.
Merry Christmas. Do not go to
Thank you.
David's house and try to take his flavors
Yeah,
away. Don't do that.
I'm staying away from David's house.
Strongly recommend against doing something like that.
Thank you, David. Yeah, I'm a gun carrier. I have a gun permit as well too, and I have a couple weapons. When I was in the restaurant business, I remember, Phil, I used to leave the restaurant 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes with bank deposits and all that. So I had a gun permit years ago. I mean, I'm not an avid gun guy or whatever. I just have a couple of weapons, and they're very secure. I have kids and all that stuff. But this is a prime example of telling people, listen, they're coming after a product. Right? One of the greatest inventions of the last 100 years. They're coming after a product to ban a product. If you allow your government, if you're just a smoker, I'm with smokers as well too. They're banning menthol cigarettes. Do you know what's going on in New York City with the ban? I mean, it's caused a whole the uprising of the NAACP. You will not believe what's going on with menthol cigarettes. My point here is, Phil, and the rest of you, if they're taking away flavored vapes, what's going to happen next? They're going to come after guns. They're going to come after cigarettes. They're going to come after everything that you enjoy as an adult, and you have every constitutional right to enjoy. You're going to allow the government to come in and just sign an executive order and take it away from you? No, it's time to stand up. If I have to move to Texas with my guns right next to David Wilson's house and we're going to barricade that shit, I'm going to keep vaping. I'm going to keep vaping. I'm going to keep helping people quit smoking. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care what the government says. Speaking about what the not caring what the government says, here's another little quick interview that let me get this ready. That's going to go.
And thank you, Mama Giraffe. Never be afraid to talk to me. I'm just a regular guy.
All right, that's not what I want.
Where is that?
I don't know. That's us. That's us.
We're that.
That's the inception. It's the inception.
Okay,
but this guy's very, very passionate. I just want to play this one.
You're the lucky one.
Whoa.
Tell me your story. What's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff. And why are you here today, Jeff?
I am here because vaping saved my life, actually.
Because vaping saved your life?
Yes.
Were you a smoker before you were a vapor?
I was a smoker since I was 13 until January of this year.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stretch this interview out to about a half an hour, and I'm going to see if you can hold that sign up over your head for the entire interview. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
So tell me your story. So you were a smoker before this?
Yes, actually. Yeah. I started smoking after my grandfather died. I smoked his last pack of cigarettes, and ever since then, I was pretty much from about 13 to 18, I would say, I ended up becoming a 3-pack-a-day smoker.
3 packs a day?
3 packs a day.
Did you try all the other stuff, all the other normal cessation products like the gum and the pills and the changes and all that
I
stuff?
tried the gum, didn't like it. I tried the patch. I was actually allergic to the patches.
Really?
I would actually break out in hives from the patches.
Okay.
And after I tried the patches, I just kind of gave up on that.
Okay.
Then I want to say it was in 2017, I actually went into a vape shop because I was curious. I will admit, the flavors did entice me when I smelled a couple of different flavors that they were introducing as far as house juices were concerned at that shop.
Yeah, but you were an adult when you went in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I was way over 21 before I went in there.
So you were over 21?
Yeah.
And you were enticed by flavors. So flavors may have helped you get off cigarettes is what you're saying.
Oh, no,
That's what you're telling me.
they absolutely helped
Okay,
me get
and
off
what do you
cigarettes.
enjoy? What flavors do you enjoy now?
I enjoy fruity flavors, cake flavors.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33.
You're 33?
Yeah.
What do you think about this attack on vaping and what's going on?
I think it's a little bit unfair, especially since the tobacco industry has been around since damn near the beginning of time, and they've made billions off of just practically people dying, for one. And, vaping has not associated with the deaths that have caused. As a matter of fact, I just kind of made an argument to somebody that guns have actually killed more people than vaping. So, I mean, that's my main argument on it right there, is that vaping saved my life.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and I'm happy. I'm happy to have you around, and I hope you live a long time by vaping and not smoking. Man.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
That's just so nice. I love he kept holding the sign above his head during the entire interview, and these.
You notice as soon as I said that, he rested it on his head though.
Yeah,
But he did the job.
He did the
It's
job,
so good to hear. You never know when you put that camera in somebody's face. You never know what they're gonna say, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not so good. But I love the way he just came out and said, "Vaping saved my life," and then he was actually. I almost think he was gun shy about saying that I didn't start with a tobacco, I started with a flavor. But there you go, you found something that worked for you. It was a flavor, it wasn't tobacco. Good.
Yeah.
And I always say that I think the tobacco products, the tobacco flavors are important for conversion, but I think the other flavors, everything else, the bakeries, the fruits, everything, it's important for sustainability, because when you get tired, you can find something else that you love, right? But he said vaping saved my life. Look at this, vaping saved my life during the course of this broadcast right here. Let me shrink it down a little bit because
can you shrink it any more than what it is right now?
I really can't. During this broadcast, there's going to be 110 people who are going to die because of smoking related illness. And there's going to be nobody who's going to die from nicotine vaping in the United States of America, It's unbelievable. And yet one of the biggest life-saving things that we are going to see probably in our lifetime is just under constant attack. It's under constant attack. So it's crazy and it's frustrating and it's annoying and you start to you just think that it's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Your thing is frozen. Okay. There you go. It's back. I saw somebody talking about tight. Let me tell you something. The Aries 2. One thing that we got beat over on the Aries was it was too airy, which again, that's debatable. But let me tell you something. The Aries 2 gets tight. I mean, it's tight. It's as tight as Phil is with money because he's tight. He's Scrooge Vape. He's tight. Let me tell you, Aries 2 is tight. Tight. How tight is it, Phil?
It's tight. It's really very, very tight.
Look at that.
What do you got?
Look at that.
Junos.
Look at that. I got 2 Junos. The first 2 people. I don't know who are the first 2 people that are going to call in. I'm going to give it to them, and they can pass it on to somebody. And
there you go. All you got to do is call in, and you can
just
get
call
those
in.
Junos.
I have 2 Juno kits, and you can pass them on to a friend. You can pass them on to a friend, and just try to get somebody to quit smoking. So call in right now, and I'll send you a Juno kit. I have 2. I have one that has menthol, fruit, and dessert, a tri-pack inside, and I have one that has tobacco, fruit.
Anybody overseas, please speed dial Dimitri right now.
You know,
please.
Thomas is in the chat. He's from Germany, and he's been following since 2012 back in the Vape Team show. And he used to call sometimes the Vape Team. You know, when you remember we used to do the Vape Wheel on the
Vape Wheel, yeah.
You remember that?
Of course, I remember the Vape Wheel.
By the way, the Vape Wheel was probably my greatest accomplishment in vaping.
I thought it was
but it was brilliant. But anyway, so Thomas called in and he spun the Vape Wheel and he won something. So, and he's in Germany. So I sent him. It took forever to get there. I don't know. It was like it was just confusion, but whatever. If I eventually got there, I paid an arm and a leg, but eventually, or I sent it twice. I don't remember. But anyway, I sent it to Thomas, and he's in the chat now, and he's like, I'm not calling because the last time I called was 2013 on the Vape Wheel, and you had to pay a lot of money to send the stuff in Germany. So, but anyway, yeah. So tight, he backs into drive-thrus at restaurants, so the passengers has to pay. That's how tight he is. That's exactly how tight he is, Dan.
Wow. Hey, speaking about the Aries, as my blocky internet continues tonight, do you know that I am vaping in a way that no other human being is vaping tonight? Did you know that?
I did not know that. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
What am I vaping?
You're vaping the Zenith Pro on the MVP5.
Yeah.
And that will last you 1 week, according to my calculations.
Well, look at that.
Temperature control?
Yep.
Oh, wow. What is that? What is that? Temperature control in the Zenith Pro? How's that possible?
Yep. New coil.
Got a new coil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Let me take 706 real quick. 706 is Georgia. 706, you're on the air with Phil and Dimmy. Who's this?
Hey, this is David Blackman.
Hey, David Blackman. Do you live in Georgia?
Yes, I live in Athens, Georgia.
Oh, you're next door. I'm in Ringgold. I don't even have to ship it. I can just drive it down to you over there.
Really? Why couldn't you live in Athens, Greece? That even would work.
If you can believe it.
LEJ it's a good suburb. I don't know. Athens is better though. Athens, Georgia is it's pretty good. You're home of the dogs down there as well too. How you doing tonight, my friend? Everything well?
Love Athens. Everything's great, man. I've been vaping for the last 5.5 years,
awesome.
And basically you and Phil set the groundwork for me, and I've never looked back. I used to be a 2.5 pack a day smoker, and started out at 24 milligram, and I'm basically between a 9 and a 12 guy. That's kind of where I sit.
Awesome, brother. Just like us. Look, it works, folks. It works.
It absolutely works. I mean, matter of fact, I can't even beat Nick salts because it runs my blood pressure up.
Yeah, I've heard that from quite a few people. But listen, it is the Christmas season. I want to send you a Juno, and since you're here in Athens, Georgia, send me a message on Facebook. Give me your address because I won't have time to bring it to you. But I'll ship it before I leave Friday for Europe. And I'm also going to send you, since you're a 12 milligram guy, and I like you, you're a Georgia boy, I'm going to send you a beep. That way you can put your 12 milligram inside here, and you can enjoy it. So a Juno kit for a friend of yours that try to help him quit smoking, and a beep for you, my friend. How about that?
That is fantastic, man. I'm also a fiddle player, too. I actually used to play with Jerry Reed and Glenn Campbell, and also a guitar player. And
wow.
I'm retired now for several reasons. But yeah, I used to live in Nashville and was kind of part of the 18 players up there and all that sort of stuff. And,
a celebrity calling into the Smoker Show. That's amazing.
That's cool.
That's really cool, David. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for being a supporter. Thanks for quitting smoking, for your health, and we appreciate you calling in. Just send me a message on Facebook with your address, and I'll get this out to you tomorrow.
Will do. Absolutely. Thank y'all.
God bless, man. Have a good one.
That's an awesome call, but it was rigged.
It was not rigged. How can it be rigged?
That call was rigged. That call was rigged because number one, he lives like across the street from you. Number one,
he does
and
not.
Number two,
he does not.
Athens, it's rigged.
It's
not.
You're Greek. It's not.
From Athens.
It's not.
Georgia.
361. You're on the air with Phil and Dimmy. Hello. Hello.
Well, you know, I just wanted to call and say that, 10 years ago I saw a guy on a golf cart, and that's what really suckered me into becoming a vapor. And I just really wanted to say thank you.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Patrick.
Thank
that's
you.
Sweet.
What's the name?
It's Patrick from Son of
Is
Liberty.
that Patrick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of sounds a little bit gayish when you call and you say a guy on a golf cart made me quit smoking. Just a little. I'm just saying that you're trying to cut into the bromance here, Patrick. It's not going to work.
Hey, whatever it takes. If that's what I got to do, if I got to drive around the golf cart more and get you guys to vape and not smoke.
Hey, since you have him already and I don't, why don't you send Patrick a Zenith Pro? He loves the Zenith and his Light, so might as well send him a Zenith Pro. Can you do that?
You got it. Yep.
He's in Texas. Fuck. Then you get somebody from Europe to call in. But anyway, Texas. He's in Texas, so it's cheap.
By the way, I am so happy that
you're. I was trying to save you the postage.
I am so happy, Dimitri. Hold on a second, Patrick. That you are sending to Skynet because you talked to Skynet. Skynet is from Australia.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So,
I can't send him liquid.
Skynet is going to. He's emailing me. He's emailing me, Skynet. You go ahead and send me the email, and I will very, very quickly send your address over to Dimitri. So, thank you. That's as pretty much as far as we can get. So I appreciate you, Skynet. And Bill, I know we had a lot of people that we're sending to tonight. I know Dimitri's got a list, and
Bill can't collect. He can't private message anybody on YouTube, so he's just having people contact us through Facebook.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Don't put all the work on Bill, but Patrick, enjoy. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, we did a special show last week where we just, spent 2 hours telling everybody thank you. And, I did thank both of you guys on the show, but I just figured I'd better say thank you on your show in real life.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. That was a good show.
Thank you guys for everything you do.
Thanks, Patrick. And enjoy your Zenith Pro. Let me know how you like it.
Cool.
Very cool. And very cool of you to call in and thank us, Patrick. We do appreciate that. Thanks, Patrick. So
there you go.
Let us know.
Patrick, Son of Liberty Radio, Smoke Free Radio, every Friday night. You can find them on Facebook, Smoke Free Radio, and smokefreeradio.com. All right, got another. You want to take some more calls?
Sure. You know what? I've been really happy with this too in temperature control.
So what resistance coil are you using?
So I was sent 3 different resistances.
Okay.
Let's just call it low, medium, and high for now.
Okay. So you're not going to give me a number?
Huh?
I feel kind of bad. You know why? I feel so embarrassed. I don't even know if I should tell you. You're not going to let me live it down. So, I asked our engineering team to send me 1.2 ohm coils because my wife really enjoes them. And I didn't have it.
We call it the new flavor coil.
The new flavor coil, right? My wife really, really likes it. So I got a package with coils in it, and it had 10 coils in it. And I was like, I told them to send me 10 packs of coils, not just. They just sent me 10 coils. So I thought that there were the 1.2 ohm coils. I didn't realize
you've had the TC coils all along, haven't you?
I have. For a week now.
And you hate TC, you hate temperature control, so you figured Phil will take care of it. That's what you did, right?
So then I take one of the coils, I look at it, and it says 1 ohm. And I was like, what? 1 ohm, but it's not the direct lung. So I put it on my device. I didn't put it on temperature control mode. And then I started vaping. I was like, vape's pretty good. But I didn't realize it was a temperature control course. But even if it was the temperature control, I'd still say, hey, Phil, why don't you take care of it?
Yeah, of course. Well, I think, temperature control is, in a lot of cases, it's just kind of given to the public, right? And I can tell you that if we release this coil, I will make, like the tutorial videos that we do for all of the platform products. There will be a special tutorial video in using this coil, exactly what to expect, some of the hurdles that you're going to go through, how to use it on Inikin devices. Obviously, that's what we're going to support, right? But, I want to hold your hand a little bit so that if you are getting into temperature control for the first time, watch the video and let me help you out.
I think the beauty of people keep asking all the time, like, why don't you put a stainless steel? I think the beauty of putting out a stainless steel coil has to go with a device that can. My dream is to create a device, a very easy to use device with no configuration on it for a smoker, that when the liquid runs low, it will shut off so they don't get a burnt hit. So it makes sense to have a stainless steel temperature control Z coil, but I also want to pair it with a device that we can say, okay, you can give this device to a smoker, he's never going to get a burnt hit, right? Which burnt hits are a real thing, and it turns off a lot of people. It burns coils. It gives them a bad taste in the mouth. I mean, a burnt hit is a burnt hit. We know how to deal with it. I just had one the other day, by the way. It was just brutal. But I think that would make a lot of sense.
And if you think about it, it goes back to something we talked about, like at the beginning of the show, where the person who put the device in their pocket and they ruined their coil, right?
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen, with something like this, or potentially wouldn't happen. There was the dream of when temperature control was first released, where I was like, oh my God, vaping companies, e-liquid companies are going to be able to say, hey, our e-liquid is best vaped at 437.5 degrees. Yeah. That's going to really bring out everything. And you're going to be able to do that. And that really kind of was a dream. But I think now temperature control really, I think the biggest benefit from it is if you're forgetful and you're not paying attention and your tank runs dry, you're not going to destroy a coil. You're not going to get a face full of liquid hot magma, right? I think that's one of the biggest benefits of the
Phil remains the only person I know who uses temperature control in the United States. Phil, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm actually using temperature control on both my devices tonight. I got my my Aries 2 prototype temperature control that looked 420 degrees, and my Zenith with the Z coil prototype 430 degrees. Look at that. Temperature control, baby. Yeah, it's what's for dinner.
Let me get one of these phone calls. I've been waiting patiently. I'm just going by hold time. I can see the whole time. 602, you're on the air with Phil and Dimmy.
Hey guys, this is AZ Advocate, and I've got to go somewhere, get ready for something, but I just wanted to jump on and say thank you for the devices that you're going to send off, and I greatly appreciate it. You guys have been helpful ever since back when I was trying to do an OBS and I had 2 legs, and helping me since I now have 1 leg. So you guys have been great, and I just wanted to say that before I took off.
Hey man, we appreciate it. And if it's my understanding, you're in the medical field as well too, right? Or you're trying to help somebody that's in the medical field.
And
yeah.
And it's her director of nursing who is the one trying to get off cigarettes, and so I definitely wanted to help her since she mentioned that she wanted to try vaping. Absolutely. And I told her she saw me vaping and was asking me questions, and I said I will try to find out and get you something that you will like.
We'll make sure to send a couple of really, really good options for her, and good luck to you, and thank you so much for calling in. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas. D, before we're running out of time, but I do want to at least do the Daniel interview too.
Just a second. The Daniel interview?
Yeah, the Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Because I know he had a lot to do with that event, so let's make sure we give him some love.
Let me make sure I got the right one. Jeff, you're talking about? Yeah.
Who?
Jeff, right? Oh, Daniel. I got it.
Yeah, Daniel.
I got it. My bad. I got you.
So tell us your name and why are you here today?
My name is Daniel Mandel. I'm here today.
I mean, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I got to do. You know what I got to do.
I'm here to fight the legislations that are going through in the White House right now in regards to banning flavors, putting all these regulations that possibly are going to put thousands of people out of work, out of business. We're talking about hundreds of people going into bankruptcy courts. it's just a complete travesty what this nation is doing to us. You talk about banning flavors, but you don't ban the things that are killing people. You have heavy, big, large pharmaceutical companies that are killing people with pharmaceutical drugs such as fentanyl, carfentanil. There's been no change, no nothing that's going to help those people. But now you want to ban something that's actually giving people a better quality of life, being able to now no longer smoke. We have 1,300 people dying every day from smoking-related products. We're not here to do anything but let the president know that if you ban flavors, not only are you going to have a problem getting reelected, but you're also going to have a problem with many people going into bankruptcy. You know, you have people like myself that if I didn't have this, I wouldn't put food on the plate. I wouldn't have the ability to. I've got a newborn son, 9 days old. I can afford to be out here and protest for my rights and let people know, hey, listen, what's going on in this nation right now isn't going to help anybody. All it's going to do is hurt people, put them back to smoking combustible cigarettes, and end up killing them. And that's not what this nation was built on. We were built on our own self-freedoms. We have the freedom of choice, and I have the right to do what I want with my body. I'm not hurting myself. In fact, I've been off cigarettes now for 7 years. I've gone to the doctor. I've had many physicals. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I can sit here and talk for days. I'm not going to lose my breath. All I like to say is, listen, please don't ban flavors. It's how I feed my family.
Vaping's pretty big in Florida.
Vaping's huge in Florida.
There's a lot of vape shops in Florida.
Thousands of vape shops.
There's a lot of vape shops in this area right here.
Hundreds of in this area.
How do you feel about the turnout today?
I have mixed signals. At the end of the day, it's a holiday week. It was a 3-day notice. I have to put, credit where credit's due. The United Vapor Alliance, sent out the stuff for us to have this protest and have this rally. It's not even a protest, a rally. And you know what? Am I disappointed? 100%. But I do understand it's the holidays, so I'm not going to sit here and nitpick. I'm not one of those people. I'm here. I'm here for my right. I'm here because I need to be here for my business. If people aren't here for their business or they have their own personal experiences or something that's going on with them, it's not my right to judge them or to, bash anybody on Facebook. We're all in this together. I'm here for the people that aren't here.
I'll bash a little bit. The turnout could have been a lot better. The turnout could have been a lot better at this. I think people need to get active. People need to get mobilized. People need to stop letting other people do everything, right? With the number of vapors that are in Florida, with the number of vape shops that are in this area alone, I heard like over 200 in this area alone.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think there's any excuse for the turnout that we had here tonight. So, look, sometimes the hard things are hard to do, but also the hard things are important to do. So, let's get more involved, people, please. I would love to say now is the time, but the time was like yesterday. Let's take this very, very serious, and let's do as much as we can, and stop counting on the person next to you to do all the work. Okay?
90 seconds.
Ignore the British lady. That was great. Just very, very passionate, and I agree with him. Right before the holidays, can you imagine just the pressure of having a business and being threatened daily to be shut down is just I don't know. It's just too immense for me.
Yeah.
Let me pull this. I've been waiting 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 850. Ignore the British lady. Tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Hi.
60 seconds.
Hey, Demi and Phil. It's Joe from Tampa.
Joe from Tampa. What's going on,
Hey, Joe from Tampa?
I'm not in Tallahassee anymore, so I'm closer.
Oh, it's Joe Salib.
It's
Joe Salib.
Yeah, Joe Salib.
Oh, Joe. Okay. All right. Now I know who. Now I know Joe.
Cadillac
Go ahead,
Joe. I should call him Cadillac Joe. How's it going,
Yep.
Joe?
I came on to balance things out because I'm vaping menthol tonight
Oh.
in temperature control.
Oh, wow.
And
you got us both covered.
You really did.
Yep. And if Phil wants to send me something for bringing up Coach E-Rock, he has no excuse. I'm only an hour away.
Joe, I'll send you
10
something.
seconds.
I'll send you something. How about that?
No, I'll get Joe. I'll get.
Are you
Joe.
gonna get Joe? Oh, look at that! How sweet is that? Look, Phil, he's playing footsies again. He's doing preferential treatment.
Just give me your shipping address, Joe.
You bet.
There you go,
I
Joe.
just wanted to come on and tell you how much I love you guys, and
Love you too, brother.
you know how I feel. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you so much for calling in. I hope
Thank
you have
you,
a
Joe.
blessed
We love
holiday,
you back,
Merry
man.
Christmas, and hope to see you soon, man. It was great hanging out with you down in Tampa, even for a short period of time.
Yep. Hope to do it again soon. Thank you, guys.
You got it, buddy.
And Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
There goes everybody. Joe Salim. 847. I think that's Illinois. 84. Like, what am I, like an area code expert? 847. You're on the air with Phil and Dimmy.
Hi, Phil and Dimmy. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. Last time I talked to you, Dimmy, you still had the vape wheel. Phil, I met you at Vape Bash 2.
Wow.
With Mike.
Wow. What's your name?
I'm Howard.
Nice to meet you again, Howard.
Anyway.
It's been a long time, yeah, but nice to hear from you.
Love watching you guys. Love everything you do. And hang in there, guys. We just got to keep working at it.
Yeah.
Because without you guys, most of us would forget.
Well, thank you, Howard. I appreciate the
Howard.
kind words, but it's people like you as well too. I think everybody that's involved in this community and is passionate has kept us going, and we're not going to stop. I'm just going to tell you flat out now. I don't care what happens with the government. I don't care what happens with bans. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be here with Phil every second Tuesday night trying to help people quit smoking and doing our part.
And again, thank you so much, both of you guys. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Howard. Do me a favor, Howard. Send me your
enjoy
address. Send me your address. I want to send you a Juno kit, and then I'm going to send you a little gift as well too, just for the holiday season. And you can pass this Juno kit on to somebody on the street. You see him smoking, just stop him and say, "Hey, look, try this," and maybe you can help him quit smoking. Can you do that for me?
I've got a friend who's in his late 70s who's still smoking.
There you go.
He's going to get that kit.
That's the perfect kit for a 70-year-old to start vaping. So send me a message on Facebook. Howard, I appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed holiday and a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Blessings to both you and your families.
Thank you.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
guys.
See ya. And I was right. He was Illinois. One more phone call. Phil, quickly.
Dad, I got to stuff.
What are you doing? 570. You're on the air with Phil and Dimmy.
Hey, it's Angela.
Hey, Angela. Angela
Hi,
who?
Angela.
This is Angela Styles. You guys helped me quit like a couple months ago.
Oh,
You're the
Angela, that's so
best.
sweet. Thank you. How you doing?
I bought a joint box and then I got your Zenith tank and I was having a little bit of problems getting rid of the last cigarette of the day. Well, the first cigarette of the day.
Yeah.
And you guys said to raise nicotine in my morning vape, and I did. And I've been smoke-free, and it's great, and you guys are wonderful. I can't wait for the Pro to come out. I'm probably going to be getting it.
Thank you so much, Angela.
So
That's
I'm
so sweet of you
excited.
to call back and let us know. That's what makes us feel good. At least it gives us a drive to continue what we're doing. We appreciate when people call back like that. That's just really, really sweet of you.
I tell you what, Angela, you don't have to worry about when the Pro comes out, because as soon as you get me some information, I'm going to get you a Zenith Pro.
Look at that. Look at that, Angela. I mean, Phil is like a regular Santa today. Look at that. Big old heart.
I do feel like I'm a friend, you know? You guys are awesome, and you make me feel honored to know you.
Aw, thank you
Even
so
though I
much.
haven't met you yet.
That's
I
okay.
went to D.C. for the rally, thought you'd be there, but you weren't, and I'm going to Hershey because I live in PA, so I thought maybe you'd come to that, and you're not going to. Everyone I go to, you're not there.
Both of those we're out of the country on both of those, unfortunately. Listen, I went to Mississippi. I went to Florida. When I can, and both me and Phil can, we're going to participate, but unfortunately, we're going to be out of the country on this one as well, too. But having you there is just as important, and you can represent us in a proud way.
Oh, absolutely. I hold my sign high, and my husband goes with me, even though he doesn't vape. He is so glad I don't smoke anymore. He's willing to drive me around everywhere because I was in a car accident, so my brain's a little bit messed up, so I'm not good at driving right now. So he drives me because he loves that I'm not smoking anymore.
so
He's
great.
like, yes. And he's like, you can't go back to cigarettes when all this flavor ban came. He's like, you need to start figuring something out. You're not going back. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So I know I got you guys. You got my back.
Thank you so much,
We do.
Angela. That's so sweet.
We do have your back.
I have an
And
idea.
you know
When you go to the rally, have the sign on the front, write a sign, we vape, we vote. And on the back, right, my husband drove me here, but I really love Phil and Dimitri. That's what the sign should say in the back.
All right. I'm a little bit jealous of you already because I watch you guys every week. I'm like, I can't do anything that night because I got to watch a smoker show. I can't.
Oh, you're so sweet.
He's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, get some information over to Phil,
So-
and he'll send you a new Zenith Pro. And we're just so ecstatic that you quit smoking. That's the main thing.
I'm so glad that I got you guys backing me up, and I appreciate everything you do. And it's made me try and help other people quit because, well, I feel so much better, and I have a new family, you know. I have a whole community of people that I know I can count on because you guys are just awesome.
Yes, thank you so much, Angela.
You know what? Thank you for the call, but also thank your husband for the support that he's doing, because like not a lot of people have that in their lives, and for your husband to support you in vaping, to understand like what vaping's given you with new friends and new family, but more importantly, getting off of the traditional cigarettes, right? I think that's really important to have somebody in your life like that. I have a couple of friends, Drew and Sherry. Sherry was a smoker her entire life. She came off of smoking for vaping, and Drew doesn't vape. He doesn't smoke, but he supports Sherry and he buys her product and he gets her liquid and everything. And I think that's so important to have somebody in your life like that. So give your husband a thank you from us too.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. It's wonderful because he's the only one I have. I lost pretty much all my friends and a lot of my family. They did a whole intervention with me about my vaping. I'm like, you know, smoking is so much worse. Why didn't you do it when I was a smoker? You know, and they had a whole intervention because I'm, you know, addicted to vaping now.
Yeah, tell him not to intervene into your life. You're living healthy.
Had my back.
Thank you, Angela. Merry Christmas to you and your husband.
Merry Christmas to you guys too, and thank you for everything you do. You guys are the best.
Thank you, sweet kisses.
Thank you.
All right, Martin Truman has asked 15 times about the Eris 2, and we're just saying that most likely the end of December, early January. It's finished. It's done. We're just waiting now for the. We just released the Zenith Pro, so we're just waiting for it to get into the queue of manufacturing. I think it goes into pre-production next week. Like they always do, and then full production hopefully by the end of the month. We'll know more. As soon as we know more, we'll announce it, but it's not really up to us. And I don't want to give you a definite date and then let you down afterwards.
Yeah, we always get screwed when we give definite dates. But like, you know, if you're not a member of the platform group on Facebook, join. Because we let people know what's going on there. We put posts there. We do lives there. A bunch of other people, really good people in the community, helping each other out on products. So good place to go for information on our products, the platform products. I got to put some more stuff in the stocking, Dave. Let me just do this real quick.
Yeah, do that.
You guys, so right now, if you didn't watch the last Smoker Show, there is basically almost every Inikin product in here. It's just loaded with stuff already. But I want to add some stuff from our other sponsor, Joytech. Now, some of this is simpler product for you to help convert smokers. Some of it is a little bit more complex. So I have an Exceed NC that is going in the stocking. I have an Ego AIO Eco, or some people call it Echo. That's going in there.
I call it Gecko.
The good old tried and true Ego AIO. We got one of those going in there for you. We have an Exceed, just the original Exceed. That one is going in there as well. A little bit more complicated here. We have an Espion. Or an Espion, okay, so fully featured device going in there, and I'm going to throw a Rouleau Tinker in there for you as well, okay.
Sexy.
That's wismac, but it's Joytech. I want to do one more kind of like super special thing. Inikin has these devices. These are holiday.
Why would you do that? You broke. Oh my God, we were going to do a surprise for that on the platform group.
Do you not want me to do it?
Too late now. You done showed it.
I done showed it.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to do something in the platform group. Okay. But this is it's kind of special because it's very, very limited. These are going out to family and to friends and to some of our, big distros and the really big supporters of the Inikin products. So this is a special holiday edition of the Slide 2, right? So the color is unique, little reindeer on the side. So this is something that you can't buy.
It is a sexy blue with a gold trim.
I tell you what, it is really nice. Larry, because I gave one to Larry for Christmas. And
that's so sweet.
loves this.
Yes,
He
for
loves
older people, it's great. I mean, there's no settings on it, no nothing.
So there you go. The very limited edition. You can't buy it in stores. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 Christmas edition.
That's a big. You need a bigger stocking.
Yep, this is pretty much full already.
Yeah. I just want to make an announcement. Phil is going to be adding something else to the stocking today. No, this is totally a surprise. Nobody knew this was going to happen.
Oh, no.
He's going to be adding a Greek bottle of liquor into the stocking as well too. That's going into the stocking. He's going to have to wrap that up a little bit though. It's a little bit dangerous just sipping it like that.
That's funny because I thought you wanted me to save that for you.
Oh boy. By the way, just a little programming note. We are going out of the country Friday. We are heading to France. We're going to be hanging out with Alpha E-Liquid for a couple of days. We're going to visit a manufacturing facility, talk about good manufacturing processes, creating liquid in a good sanitary ISO GMP way. We're also going to be visiting their stores to document by video how they do conversions and kind of the European level of converting smokers into vapors, and make a few videos for you guys. We're also going to have from the car, because we have a 4-hour drive to get there once we get to Paris. When we're done, we're going to Phil's going to be coming back here. He has to go and spend time with his family, and I am going to be going to Greece for a week. I have some business to take care of over there. I'm also going to be doing a Zenith Pro launch. The event is going to be the 14th of December at the Liquid Puff in 𝗀𝗪ασκευή, which is the newest store that I opened. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. And 𝗀𝗪ασκευή, which is a suburb of Athens.
Can you say that again? Say that one more time. Say it slower this time.
𝗀𝗪ασκευή. 𝗀𝗪ασκευή. So that's going to be December the 14th. If you happen to be in Greece and you want to come hang out with me, I'll be there. So that's our programming note. And that's our last trip of the year. So, yeah. And then we start back up in January. And
in January, we're back. We have to go back to France. And then from France, we have to go to Madrid.
Spain, yes.
Back to Spain.
And then
we have to go to Canada for an event, too. That's kind of a special hush little thing that we have going on.
Don't give it all away.
No, that's why I said hush hush.
But listen, we certainly want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We get back, I get back the 21st of December. So let me see if the 21st of December is a Saturday. So that puts the next Smoker show on Christmas Eve, which is December the 24th. I don't think that's a good idea to do a show on Christmas Eve, but maybe it is. Maybe we can do one. I don't know.
Well, don't forget too, I'll be in New Jersey.
Yeah, that doesn't make any difference.
We could maybe do just maybe some like a quick family thing.
Yeah,
that might be nice.
Yeah. I just want to give everybody a programming note. We'll try to do something. We'll definitely have, when Phil gets back, he'll start editing the videos from France. And we're definitely going to have content for you up on youtube.com/PeopleStarter and, of course, tasteyourjuice.com. But just in case we don't have anything before that, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And the reason why we do the show is to help people quit smoking. This is the only reason why we do the show. I think that no matter what happens with legislation, no matter what happens with regulations and all that, there's always going to be this community that we built, and this community, these friendships that we've made. And it's up to us. If the government tries to take this away, it's up to us to carry the torch of discovering this product. What's saved our lives, what's improved our health, what's created this entire industry. It's up to us to carry that torch, and we're going to continue to do that. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to, as long as you can get the help and the support, and that's what we're trying to offer.
Yep.
Is your
very well said?
Is your blood pressure down?
I'm feeling a lot better than I was at the beginning of the show. Yeah, I think you can tell by my voice. I don't think I'm quite as. I still have my golden tan, but I'm not quite as beet red as I was earlier on in the show. That's for sure.
Yeah. 𝗃𝗽𝗪 τίποτα? No, you didn't. That's a Greek guy asking if he won anything. No, you didn't. Win. You didn't win shit. I'm sorry.
What is the food of the gods?
The food of the gods?
Yes.
Wine. Wine and grapes. That's exactly
wine and grapes.
Yeah, that's what Phil feeds me every time we go on a romantic trip. I lay down in bed and he feeds me grapes and we drink wine.
Yep, and he has another person that fans him like with big fronds and everything. You know what? For those of you who know me, let's give one more thing away. Let's give one more thing.
Well, I
away.
can't take any phone calls.
No, we're not going to do it with phone calls.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it with chat. This is just for those of you who know me. So, Bill, you're not allowed. Okay. Let's give it a shot. We'll give it just a few minutes and see if anybody can come up with it.
We're basing it on the YouTube chat, right?
Yeah, I'm watching the YouTube chat right now. There is a television show that is going to. There's actually several television shows that are coming that I'm really excited about. Okay, there's one in particular that is coming that I'm extremely excited about. What television show is that? If you can answer it in the chat right now, I got an Inikin Proton Mini for you. How about that? That's a nice prize. Okay, so I know you know the answer, Bill. But I'm looking for not Bill. You already have a prize pack coming. So I'm just going to watch this for a little while. We'll continue to talk. You go ahead and talk. Say something, Dimitri.
If there were more professional people as yourself in this, we'd be in much better shape. We appreciate that, Senator. There's a lot of professional people, and there's a lot of people. Like in New Jersey this Friday.
Yeah, but he doesn't count.
Who?
Already got something going to him. Why did you answer?
It's Patrick. Patrick, I'm not going to send you the Z Pro now because why would you answer? Why would you answer? Seriously. What is the matter with you? What is the matter with you? You've been hanging around Fig too long. You're drinking too much JAMA, bro.
No, and Dan, I think we already have stuff going to Dan, don't we?
Dan who? Dan Donahue?
Donahue, yeah.
We love Dan has a vape shop. We don't have anything going to him. What do we say to Dan?
No. So, John Q. gets it then.
All right, John Q.
Okay, John Q. even though you really piss me off some fucking times, you got it, buddy.
He's still here though. That's
he's
amazing.
still here. He's still here. John Q. Get a hold of me on Facebook. You got it. It's Picard. I cannot wait for that show.
I am not interested at all. Let me tell you something.
I know.
Mrs. Fletcher on HBO. Watch it. It's a great show. It just started this year. Obviously, Ray Donovan. It's just this episode this past Sunday was amazing. Ray Donovan, my top 3 shows. Shameless was good. I like Shameless as well too. The Irishman on Netflix. Go watch that. You have my Netflix login on your TV now, so you can just click on Netflix. Watch The Irishman. It's with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, directed by Scorsese. Great cast, but it's 3 hours long. I mean, you'll probably fall asleep. You'll have to go back and rewind it like you do when we're flying.
So basically, you're saying it's about the length of one of my reviews, is what you're saying, right?
When me and Phil fly, I swear to God, this is a true story. When me and Phil fly, we get into the airplane, right? And we're sitting there. So it has the little screen, and we're going international. So you have all these videos, right? And it's movies. There's plenty of movies to watch. Phil has not watched one movie in its entirety in the last 4 years. Like, he starts the movie, next thing I know, he falls asleep. Then he wakes up, then he rewinds it, goes back to the point where he was, and then he watches a little bit more, then he falls asleep. And by the time we reach our destination, he's not even halfway through the film. It's the funniest thing ever. Me, I can barely sleep on a plane, so I watch all the movies, and now I don't have anything to watch because I've watched all the movies. So it's absolutely a true story. But
I'm very pleased that I'm able to sleep on a plane. Very pleased.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like Miss Fletcher, Dan Donahue. Yeah, I knew you were gonna like that. But it's a lot of fun, and I think it was good. The Irishman is really good. You got to watch. I mean, I like it was just great acting, and whatever you believe about James Hoffa and all that. It was 40 years ago. Who cares? But I think the acting was really good, and it was done very, very well. I mean, you expect as a Scorsese movie, but yeah.
I fully expected that movie to be good, and I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Let's wrap it up.
And by the way, look at this. Okay, think about this. I do not agree with Robert De Niro's political views yet. I will watch.
You can watch that.
And I will enjoy his movie. Think about that.
Wow.
See how you can do things.
That's amazing. You know what? It's okay to see something that you don't like and just move past it. Anyway, let's go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors, Phil, before we go, and then
let's do that. I want to thank Inikin for working with us these years, for allowing us to put out our products, the platform products with them, and thank you for being a sponsor of the show. Joytech, we have had a great relationship with them over the years. We've traveled there. We consider Jason a friend. Thank you, Joytech Juno. We know the folks behind Juno. We love what they're doing. We love the work that they are doing for advocacy in this industry. Thank you, Juno. 5Pawns, just a really quality company. And of course, we have the brand new coupon code for 5Pawns. If you use the coupon code SMOKEFREE15, you are going to get 15% off of your order over there at www.5pawns.com. And then finally, we have Lunar Rover, our friends over at Lunar Rover, making some really good tobaccos. These guys are in it to get people to not smoke anymore, and we thank them for being a sponsor of the Smoker Show. And if you use Smoker Show, that's the coupon code, you're going to get 15% off of your order at www.lunarrover.com.
Yeah, really nice, clean website. A lot of options. Obviously, you know, their tobacco is very, very good for conversions, but their flavored stuff is very good too. Bourbon peach is a really, really good flavor. One of my favorites in the whole lineup. And of course, if you get down here, the pistachio flake is very, very, very good. The mango swirl is very, very good as well too.
Did you hear my voice there? Like when I say www.lunarrover.com. Do you hear that? I mean, you hear the bass and the sexiness in the voice there.
It's very good. And of course, 5Pawns, wonderful, wonderful guys. We're very proud to have them sponsor as well. Angela said the Bureau. Where is it on? What is what network is the Bureau? I have them all. So anyway, I binge. Just tell me, Angela, what international spy thriller? That sounds like right up my alley. But what network is the Bureau on? Just so I'll know.
Angela, are there any robots or spaceships in that show? I might like it.
It's not for me. It's not for me. I just don't like. I don't like sci-fi stuff. I don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Look at this.
But I still talk to you.
Look at this. See,
every day.
Dimitri doesn't like sci-fi. I do, and yet the bromance goes on. See how we can have differences in likes and differences in opinions, and you can still love somebody and have them as a close friend. We can do it, guys. We can do it.
If we can do it, the whole planet can do it. You know, I saw something really, really interesting the other day. Like I said, if you see something that you don't like, you can just scroll past it. And your life will be so much easier. Your life will be so much more happy.
And if you think about it, that's how we were as a society not so many years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Because now we just have to post about what we like and what we don't like. And if we see something, we have to let people know that, you know, we disagree with you. Before there was social media, if I walked by somebody on the street, I don't know what they like. I don't know what they dislike. I don't know what they've done during the day. I don't know what their political views are. I just know that I talked to this person and he seems like a good person, right? And I'm going to like this person because of that. It would be nice if we can get back to that.
Well, I mean,
Cockadoodle damn!
Even
cockadoodle damn! And guys,
even indoor smokers agrees with you.
Cockadoodle damn!
I do. I apologize to you guys for the horrible internet that I have tonight. I will be giving Comcast a call tomorrow and giving them a piece of my mind.
By the way, Phil,
there are just jerks on the internet who like to talk shit.
That's just a fact. It's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
But I do it all for the
flavor and vapor.
That's all I do. I do it for the flavor and vapor. All right, let's wrap it up. Final words for you, Phil. Anything else that you want to add?
We're gonna try very hard to do one more show before Christmas. But if we don't, seriously, guys, Merry Christmas to you, your family, and your friends. I hope you celebrate it with people that you love and you're close with, and I hope you do it in good health. If you are thinking about vaping and if you're being put off by everything that's going on and everything that you are seeing, just know that we're not going anywhere. Vaping will continue. It may not be in the form that we have today, but vaping will continue. So don't be afraid to give it a try, okay? Because it is a life-saving technology, and it should not be demonized the way it is being. Okay, so that's it. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I love you guys.
Special shout out to Tim Champagne and 𝗃𝗃 Vapors down in Louisiana. This guy carries all the Zenith, all the Platform Series products in his shop, dedicated to converting smokers. I have to give him a special shout out and Merry Christmas to him. I absolutely love his dedication to this industry, not just because he carries our products, it just shows support to us, and that means a lot to us, but it also shows that your vape shop is dedicated not only to the advanced vapor, but it's dedicated to the new people as well, too, and we take that very, very seriously. Special shout out to him. All right. Special shout out and thank you to my wife and to my family for putting up with me and these last 8-9 years of doing this. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. Even though I lost my father on Christmas Day, being married and having kids, Christmas has become my favorite day. And I always make, no matter where I am in the world, I always spend Christmas and New Year's Eve with my family or with my girls. It's just a tradition that I started years ago, and I'm very, very excited to do that again this year. So thank you to them, and thanks to everybody for watching, and thanks to everybody for the support. And we hope that you have a wonderful one as well.
Oh, wait. Look who came to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Oh, look at that poor cat.
Aw, say Merry Christmas to everybody, buddy.
Reggie boy, you miss me, Reggie. You miss me. He misses me so much. He loves me so much.
He loves me too.
He loves me more.
Oh, me out to you, buddy. Me out to you.
Peace out. Let's go.